What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Strong enough to take the pain. Inflicted again and again. What do they call me?
My name, bitch.
My name is strong.
Yeah. Hey, yo. The moonlight shines on the New York skyline. Midtown is lit up, the city is mine. As I drive across Queensbridge, I see it clearly from my POV. This is fact, not theory. Yeah, that rapper got money, but that rapper can't walk through this concrete jungle cause he doing it wrong. New York belongs to Don P. You can have the rest of the world, I'm good with these streets. Skyscrapers and housing buildings. I know about London, but I prefer Brooklyn. I know about Marseille, but I prefer Queens. And while you hire cops, I prefer my team. I got a powerful army, it's no need for a gun. You want hardcore rap, you fucking with the right one. This is maximum strength, there's no need for drugs. You want reality rap, homie, you got the right one. I'm
strong enough to take the pain. Inflicted again and again. What do they call me? My name is strong.
You know what?
Strong.
Maybe once every tangerine moon, I'll be in the mood to paint the town red with your corpuscles and plasma, some violent art. These thoughts in the corners of my mind are dark, but then the Times Square lights, they switch my whole attitude. Reminds me of billions that loot. I must persist, I must pursue the rest of my success. I am not through. They tried to put my run to an end, but it sure is the point on the state building. I stand tall, wipe the dirt off my clothes when I fall down. I'm way too strong. This is my town, my subways and sidewalks. I done ran through these gutters like a tunnel rat, waist deep inside of the shit, in the midst of the action where people get hit. Look,
strong enough to take the pain. Inflicted again and again. What do they call me? My name is strong. Strong.
Yeah, you ain't never been touched means you don't participate within the fuckery. You stay comfortably distant from pain infliction. Meanwhile, I'm flirting with death. She put her lipstick on the collar of my shirt next to my jugular. I ain't trying to keep her, I just want to fuck her when I pass through. I'm too committed to life. She a bitch, but I love her, refuse to part from her. I'm Destiny's child, I survived it all. The Most High got a special plan just for me. My table is set with cake for days. I'm a little bit late, but it's okay. My future's so bright that I gotta wear shades. I follow in the footsteps of LL Cool J, 50 and P. Diddy. My relentless drive to thrive and prosper made me
strong enough to take the pain. Inflicted again and again. What do they call me? My name is strong. Strong. What do they?
My name is strong. So I was gonna put this as my cover, but I decided not to. It might be too offensive to you Tizzle. Those plants up in the right corner look like poppy plants, but they're not. There's some plants that grow here in Connecticut, but it is striking to a poppy plant, which was odd. Oh yeah. I'm gonna tear down Kamala Harris so bad. 1 minute she's Jamaican. They show pictures of her so-called father, right? And if you look at the old pictures of her father, this is two different fathers. I mean, I don't know why I'm gonna waste my. It's not a waste of time, but for most people are still gonna support her. No matter how much you show people the hypocrisy and the lies, they'll still support because they got to be a part of something. I made some more collages I'm working on. Who remembers in the 90s going to school and this was the style and I blindly did it, not knowing that these rappers were in the rituals phase. Jessica Parker on the left, you got Eminem, LL, I forgot the guy on the right there. No, I don't know. All of them have the right leg except LL, but that could be a reverse picture. I don't know if the leg. This cat got half a nipple hanging out. I just noticed that too. And that reminds me of these pictures with the women doing that. Remember how I was saying they got one breast out? Interesting. And oh, and I forgot, one sleeve is up too. He's got one leg. He's got one leg in heaven and one leg in hell. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Oh, who do we have here? Mr. Kamala Harris. Now, I didn't get a chance to circle the Adam's apple they're trying to hide, but I could see it popping out. Unless her neck is blubbery, which I doubt. That's an Adam's apple. Hey, Adam, get your apple. I wonder why it's called an Adam's apple. It is kind of odd. Because Adam didn't bite the apple. Wasn't it Eve? Or no, it was Adam, right? Anyway. Trump's going to get it too. I'm not just. I got a lot of hypocrisy for Trump. And people are still going to support him too. You know. We need to have more people run for president. It would just be funny to see a bunch of normal people start running. so many of them that they would outnumber the candidates. Like, why can't we run? People say you got to have money, but why? Everyone donates to these people, and they have money. So I could start off with $50, but I got money. They never said an amount. Anyway, I don't know if I'd want to be president for this shithole. What's up, maggot? Yeah, drain the swamp my ass. They had belly buttons? Huh. You sure? I don't think they had belly buttons. You know, Adam and Eve could have been the first two created from a lab. Because it did say they made Eve out of a rib. And wasn't Adam made out of the dirt? Which could mean he was a robot or something, an android, or because if he was made from the dirt, you get metal, shit. Even plastic comes from the dirt, because that comes from plastic. I think comes from chemicals that come from the earth. I think it's refined oil or some shit. But either way, it still comes from the ground. So you just gotta, do a bunch of shit to it. So either way, if we want to take the story down that route, there's so many ways to look at these fucking stories. Yeah, I know this. Oh, that lady that was in the picture, King Charles' wife. I don't know. I really don't like follow these so-called kings and stuff. I look at all of us so-called normal people, right? We're kings, queens, whatever title those fucking so-called power people in power or people in their fake power. All these contracts. I was looking in. I actually didn't dig deep, but I'm gonna look at this so-called contract our parents signed with this birth certificate, because that shit should be null and void. I didn't sign it. It's not my signature on that piece, right? And even so, how much does that hold weight? That paper? It only holds weight if you go along with it. That's how I see it. Hey, Axis, I seen you were live this morning. I didn't watch the so-called debate. More like a fucking clown show. While it was going on, I was on Smoking and G Sharps for a little while. With it was Dean. Dean was there. Max Vision was there. Groove was there. Who else? Am I missing someone? I don't know. I think that was it. Let me drop the link if anyone wants to come up. I really don't have nothing planned, but I'm sure I'll dig some stuff up. I got some crazy short videos. This video is kind of cheesy, but I'm gonna play it real quick. It's a little video about this dog, and I thought it was awesome. Hold on, here's my videos. This cat's teaching his little puppy how to bark. This guy. That's crazy. That's awesome, man. That dog's gonna be vicious in a good way. Protect his owner. I have no clue what the point of this video is. I don't even know why I downloaded that. I don't remember why. It's this. Oh yeah. Look at that guy. That tunnel goes into the mountains. And that's what I mean, man, about these underground facilities inside these mountains too. Like all these like pyramids and stuff in these mountains, they might not be digging them out because they're already being occupied. We just, no people just don't know because there's no entrance except from miles away. Look at this bullshit. Let me see. I think this is the video that they're trying to show people are satellites. I mean, people gotta be slow to believe this shit, man. Look at this shit. It's supposed to be the satellites. Oh boy. I mean, come on. Look at that. There's no way in hell there's that many satellites just floating around. I mean, they would be crashing into each other, fucking crashing into the earth. There'd be all sorts of chaos going on. Looks like a snow globe. But anyway. What's up, Axis?
Oh, not a whole hell of a lot. How's it going, fellas?
Alright.
Good. Very good.
It's going alright.
Good to see you kind of, yeah, for some.
I mean, I've been up, but it's still the beginning of the morning.
So, you're kind of winging the show today, are ya?
Yeah.
Well, people see my icon, and I'm sure they'll come to dispose my position in my standing and bring some wonderfully needed chaos and disruption.
That guy Chris that came yesterday, that was cool. I mistaken him for someone else, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's rational-minded, laid back, easy to talk to, and easy to exchange information with. Did you catch any of the? Did you catch any of the? I had technical difficulties with my first when I went live this early. Well, it's been afternoon for me. I had all kinds of weird, bizarre internet quantum effects going on, and I had to restart the stream, and it went pretty well. It was a good stream, definitely a good stream. I didn't know if you caught any of it or not.
I watched some of it, and then I had to prepare the live. I think I seen the first one, and then I didn't catch the first one. I just seen in my notifications that you went live twice.
Yeah,
And
I
the
had to shut.
second one, I was listening to the music, and then you started talking, and I had to prepare my live and do a couple, put a few things together in pictures. I was making some collages, and I've been trying to put more content together, editing a video. I had to watch a lot of Kamala Harris speeches so I can edit this in a way where she contradicts herself. So she'll say, I'm putting. I'll give you an example where she says she's for the black community and so many black brothers in jail, and then I cut that right after she says that, and it goes right into her spill about the power of her pen. She's such a hypocrite, man. You know, she talks about ruining lives and putting people in jail with the power of my pen, but then she's talking about all the black people in prison. Well, you put a lot of them in there, and such a hypocrite, these people, man.
I don't know why you would even waste energy on such a thing, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure you have your motive.
Well, it's like releasing I don't want to say anger, but more or less just I don't know. I don't know why it makes me feel good to expose their fucking bullshit.
No, I'm not downing it or praising it. I don't attribute any interest into what they are actually doing because they're going to do what they're going to do anyhow. This has already been, predestined, pre-planned. The agenda was set in place a long time ago, and they're just carrying through. And it's a puppet show, and I don't generally attend puppet shows. I like live action, live action interaction more so than I do trying to be entertained by a bunch of clowns.
What the hell is that? I just noticed in this picture. Is that an airplane? What the hell is that behind the building there near the moon? Is that a star? Probably an airplane. But I didn't even notice that. It's just now. Huh. Yeah, I want to know the clown show, how that went last night. I didn't watch it because I don't want to hear. They just repeat themselves anyway. Like, I bet you she talked about bringing food prices down. Like, that's another thing. They're the reason it went up. Right when her and her buddy there, Schmeiden, got in, that's when everything went up. And then they got the balls to talk about I'll bring the prices down. Like, I'm just sick and tired of these people. It is literally a joke, man.
Well, if I can enlighten you on something, Charles, I'll fill you in on some very obvious information that I'm just completely blown away that people haven't caught on to yet. Whenever a national emergency is declared, the general government hands power over to FEMA and SEMA and the federal government, which means that the introduction of new candidates within the arena of the general government that we get to see perform the little show, are no longer in a state of power. It's FEMA and SEMA and the federal government that takes over during a federal emergency, which there's been 3 of them declared now. And with the observation of seeing that there are no new faces being added to the ballot, and we're working with the same characters that were present and accounted for in the political arena when the national emergencies were originally launched, only goes to verify and show that they're not actually they're not actually in power. They're portraying an image that things are still normal, but if you look at the fact that there are no new faces being represented and there's no new faces entering the game, says that the federal government has complete control of this nation at this point.
You're right. And people don't see the patterns now. I just caught a video yesterday about a big fire that's breaking out, and they said they've never seen it spread this fast. And in my head was like, bing, direct energy web. Every 4 years, right when it's almost time to fake vote, cast your bullshit vote, the shit starts ramping up. You got your sickness, you got your fucking fires, your floods, your hurricanes, whatever. It starts to ramp up right around this time. I noticed the patterns every 4 years. From Clinton and Trump, you could even look at the fires and the patterns of them. Right around voting time, man, this shit ramps up. I'm very good at catching patterns, man, and yeah, you're right. I think FEMA's been in control since September event, man, for the last 25 years. Probably before that. No, it had to be right around that time.
It was whenever the Patriot Act was initiated and Homeland Security.
2003,
They're involved.
2004.
Yeah, and Homeland Security works with the federal government, which is FEMA and SEMA, and that they started their agenda of operations in the level that we've seen all the way up to this point, and it's just been a snowball effect since then. But anybody that still buys into the concept that our general government is the ruling force behind this country at the moment is gravely mistaken. And if you go back and look at the announcements and the initiation of these federal emergencies, and you look at the statutes in which federal emergencies are carried out and conducted in the political realm, you will understand that it is the federal government right now, a Homeland Security, and every implication that they put in Homeland Security and the Patriot Act is initiated. And that's what we're living under right now.
Yeah.
So for all these people to run around and pay any attention whatsoever with any type of seriousness to the state of political affairs as they're being displayed by mainstream media or even talking points of individuals discussing the political scene is mute at this point. They have really no say in what's going down. But if you keep your eye on the target, which is FEMA, SEMA, Homeland Security, and the implications of the Patriot Act and every initiation of federal emergencies that they can apply to it, that's what's really going on. And that's where you can actually see the weather, the political weather, the state of this country and other countries, and the weather in that field that's going to be happening and transpiring. Or otherwise, we would have Yeah, the agenda is 500 years. Yeah, I believe that, if not older, man. Kenna Dummy, thank you. And Fools and Tools, love you. Love you. Absolutely.
Shit, man. What the heck? This is what I mean. It just had, hold on, Jesus. Alright. The Patriot Act. It says in full, uniting and strengthening America by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism. Act of 2001. The date, it says October 24th, 2001. Now look at that. That shit was enacted a month after this shit happened. Like, come on. A month? Like, you could just tell this shit was all already planned. A month after? I mean, that's pretty damn quick for you to have all that put together. And like all this shit, when you look into it, it's just clear as fucking day, man.
Yeah, it's just people would rather sit around and bitch and complain at the intangible and wage war with shadows and ghosts than they would to actually address the true physical factors that are present and at large in what's going on and the state of affairs that we're under.
Let me see the chat. We got Fools and Tools, Faceplant, Three Fingers, Naga. Oh, what's up, Renegade? Jay Heighton, Danny Skylark, Fools and Tools. Peace to everyone.
Yeah, you got some definite personalities in the chat, man.
Hey, Renegade, I watched that video you posted. It was on the Flat Earth. I like that guy's channel, man. I ended up subbing to him. He has a lot of good content there. I like his memes he puts out. And I showed a picture. Let me see. It's one of my favorite pictures. It was wild. Like, I just so happened to talk about, I wanted to make a picture with the milk carton. Because I remember as a child in school, the milk cartons would have missing people. So I wanted to put missing curvature. And that same day, that dude put that picture up, man. What's the chances of that? I mean, that's slim to none. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was in awe. Man, I've been looking into a lot of these symbols here. I see fucking symbols everywhere. Hold on. I hear whoever just came in. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Just gotta pull this up. 1 second. I'm about to abandon this. What the hell is it, man? Anyway, it ain't that important.
Yeah, it's good.
What's up, Renegade?
My man Axis and my man Shock. What's good? What's good? My older friend on this bullshit YouTube everywhere. How you guys? What's cooking?
How you doing, Renegade?
You know it, man. It's good, man. I've been in the shadow for a while, and I love that, you know.
Right.
So, but when I hear you guys speak, and I'm like, yes, popping up and say, peace, man, peace overseas, because this shit is crappy. Wow. The whole
Yeah,
world is
YouTube
like,
sucks.
damn, what's going on, man? In Sweden, in Kamala, and the fuck, it's bomb. What's going on? It's a big, like, whatever. I don't know what it is. Man. It's super weird, man.
It's a blob of
Weirdos.
crap.
Puppet game. Yeah, but you told me before I dropped in, it chopped off the audio. You told me the video that you've been looking at. What were you talking about, Chuck?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna look in YouTube and get his name. So because you post. Oh, here's the picture. All right, I think his name's on this picture. Hold on.
Okay.
Because I got this picture too from his channel. This one.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Because
Well, no, this was from Reddit. This was from Reddit, not that one. This one right here. That's the name of his channel. You see the logo? Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac. Oh no, that's the Zodiac
Yeah,
clock.
but
app.
that's a Flat Dave's Zodiac app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you his channel. On your this is your last upload. That guy.
That is
He has a
on
good
my.
channel.
It must be on my. That one. Days of Noah. Is the channel. Is it that one? When you got this alien talk about humans. Can you play that one? Pop it up from my channel, man. Put it up. You will
Let
not
me
get
see.
strike. You will not get strike on that one. That one is pretty good. Go into my channel, and I think it's like 3 or 4 videos down, and you get these humans. That's a fucking amazing one. I love that one. Pull it up.
What's his name? Here it is.
Yeah, I deeply recommend Days of Noah. It's a humble channel. It's a sharp one. It's good.
Oh,
You get some really good live shows sometimes, about 4 or 5 hours, and you not be disappointed, man. It's like, yeah, the
this is
opposite of
Dave's
Ian.
channel?
Days of Noah. Check him out.
This is Dave's channel, Renegade?
No.
Flat Earth Clock? That's the name of the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah,
Flat
that's
Earth
it.
Clock.
Yeah, that's his.
That's Dave Weiss's channel?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You
It's 2
didn't
channels.
know that? Okay.
Have you seen any of his debates lately?
No, I've been dropping this flat
Dave Weiss?
thing quite
You
plenty,
didn't see
actually.
when he went up against Professor Dave? Professor Dave dragged him around, man. And it's not like Professor Dave won the debate. He was just backed into the corner, and all he could do was call Dave Weiss stupid and just call names.
Globus talk. Them all they can do. The gravity
Yeah, theories and name calling.
Yeah, I know, man. It's catastrophical people, you know. But yeah, I've been following this about this, the last experiment or whatever. Jaren and these guys are really hooked on that thing. The last experiment or whatever they call it. It's fucking bullshit, you know. And Jaren has been turning on that. Yeah, maybe the shit is a globe anyway.
When are they going down there? Like, Bro Sanchez blew that
4th
away.
of December. Yeah, I know. 14th of December. Some millionaire guys are going to pay them the flight, and they're going to stay there for like 5 days. And they will, as they say, they're going to explore the sun being up 24/7 for 5 days, blah, blah, blah. And in that case, it proves the flat earth. And Bro Sanchez and me and I saying that it doesn't prove the flat earth.
How do you prove
because
the
the only
ground?
thing that shows the flat earth is the water. The rest is
Yeah,
just
the
a
ground.
miracle of observation of something going on above our heads.
Yeah.
So man.
That's what Bro said.
Yeah.
Bro told Jeranism, he had him on there, and he said, how you going to look up at the sky to prove something on the ground? Like,
Yeah. But in many cases, we also, in this community, been talking about the sun. But the only thing that we say is that it's not billions of light years away. It's a close energy source that give us life. And that doesn't prove flat earth. It just proves that it's giving us life. And for me, Jesus is the sun. Jesus never existed as a person, period. The son of the God is the sun. that we're looking at, everyone, and everyone has the same distance to the sun wherever you're standing on your feet. Isn't that true?
And Jesus is also within everyone, man.
Yeah.
The Christ. We are Jesus.
So, yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah, but pull that one up so we can have a good laugh. That human. Go to my page and scroll down for a few videos, and then
Hold on, I gotta
after,
switch over to do that. I gotta go to my laptop.
cool.
Cause I can't.
Hello.
Hey, Paula, I can't.
Oh, you're on your
Do
sneaky phone for the moment, or what?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, same here.
I figured while I'm still awake, I'd pop in here for a bit before I go to
Cool.
bed.
Yes. Hey.
I think I've seen R1 um, over on Joe Sanchez's channel, but I don't
Yeah.
know if I know Access. So hi, both of you.
How's it going?
Yeah, man.
How's it
Welcome,
What's
going?
good?
welcome.
What's
There's
good,
Paul.
everybody? What's good? What's good? What's
True
up,
It's been a
Sons
Charles?
while.
Edwin.
Yeah, I've been down on Sanchez. I think I was on the panel for a couple of years ago. We've been chatting for a few hours, and
Peace plant.
uh,
I was hoping he'd come up.
so yeah. But for me, Sanchez is my man. I love that guy. I mean, then
He's
whatever
a good
people can say
teacher,
whatever they
man.
want, but still Sanchez is one of the first guy I met up. I think this was like 2013 or 14. I started watch his channel. It was like 500 people over there, and then a couple of months later, it was like 1,200. And now he's like
Yeah,
still doing. Yeah, man, you know
we
that.
were there from the beginning.
Yes, and for me, it's like the fundamental type of vibe because it's a mixed up channel where you can be a white dude and you can be a black dude. I mean, it's a fireplace, and I love that. Sanchez is standing still on his ground, and yeah, I feel comfortable with him. Yeah.
Especially when he does his presentations, man.
Yo.
He's untouchable.
Oh
And when he
yeah.
debates too, I don't really like debates, but he
No,
just
same here.
debated some guy named Captain something. He smoked his boots.
Uh,
But
yeah.
yeah, his presentations are unmatched, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a good
I'm not
source.
really
It's,
with the
it's
debating
one of the
part,
best
but
water holes
Man, I
that we can
want to
get
say
on the
something.
internet. You
I
know.
want to say something
So,
real quick, y'all. Y'all go. It's a dude named Rod Hayes on YouTube, man. This dude is like next level when it comes to this knowledge, man. Esoteric knowledge.
all
Like
right.
real. Whoever heard of
Whoa.
Rod Hayes, man? He's real. I'm talking about like, god damn. Like,
Yo.
I
Yeah.
don't even think he's from here, man. I think he's one of the old ancestors that incarnated here, man. Because
Nice.
he's like
Thank
some of
you,
the shit he be
Goosey.
saying.
Drop his link in the chat if it's possible.
Just
Yeah, if you can. Thank
I don't
you.
know. I don't know how to
Appreciate
drop a
it.
link. Just type his name in on and his YouTube search and his engine. His name is Rod Hayes. He'll pop up.
Rod Hayes. That sounds like
Rod Hayes.
plenty. That sounds like plenty good weed smoking, man. Rod Hayes. Give me
Yeah,
some of that.
he's an Aboriginal man.
I
I'm
hear
talking
that.
about dude beyond
Ooh,
smart.
nice. Cool.
yeah,
Thank you, man.
face cam fell off.
Rod Hayes. Yeah, but
I hope
please,
face
Chuck.
planting
Please,
is the
Chuck.
way to
Before I leave
stand.
this area, can you play that human video from my channel? And then I have to drop out. My dog is calling for me and things going on. So, but play that for the people on this corner now, man.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
good one. It's a good one. When you find your laptop, maybe it's under your
No, no,
pillow.
I got it right here. I just got to
Cool.
switch over.
Yeah.
And I like your profile picture there, Chuck.
Thank you.
That's cool as fuck.
You you said it's on your. It's the one you just uploaded, right, Renegade?
Couple of few back. I think for a couple
Okay.
of weeks ago. I think I called it Days of Noah, actually. It's like bomb only. Days of Noah or Humans or something like that. Days of Noah.
Face plant, try to come back up.
Wow. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I was like, I typed in your name. Usually your channel comes up right away, but this time I had to go scroll down a little bit. All right.
Shadow
Videos.
ban. Yo.
Not enough
Video.
wood, bro?
We got axes. All right, and we got axes. Come on now, man.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got,
you're a busy, busy bee.
Axes. Call me in, man. Got
you
some
got,
wood
Nice.
out here. Whoa,
you
whoa.
got,
Nice.
there's no Days of Noah, but you got Pox, Pox
Not that one.
Freestyle, Cat
Uh-huh.
Suit and the Dog, Future
Oof.
Shock,
Yeah,
Free
Future Shock,
Floating.
Future Shock, Future Shock. Play that one, please, please. Yeah. That's one. That's the one.
All right, I'm switching over. Is this the one, Renegade?
Yeah, that's the one, man. Yo.
On tonight's episode of Unanswered Oddities, humans. Are they real or just a youngling's fairy tale? Humans have been a great mystery of our time. These creatures of lore supposedly ate potatoes and enjoyed sleep. They're thought to be long extinct, if they ever existed at all. But recent sightings all across the world have drummed up the debate once again. Rural Morgmog, 2 hours outside of Deedle, a hiker claims to have seen a human.
So yeah, it was a Tuesday night. I had just gotten home from spitting. I went out for my midnight lurk. You know, I was just being creepy and weird, and that's when I saw it. It was a human. You could tell by the knees. I seen them in the historical books, and it was just standing there, listening to sounds. I thought I might die.
I was called to the scene around midnight. Mr. Fugsnuck was in a panic. I searched the area for humans, but only found a toothbrush.
We don't know much about humans, other than they were most likely wildly stupid creatures. We do believe they did some cool things, though, like super sweet water sports.
The current prevailing theory is that humanity was wiped off the planet by what were called escalators. One by one, each human slowly sucked into the moving stairs, taken out by their own dumb invention. It would have been quite the sight.
But of course not everyone believes that humans existed.
Humans ain't real, brother. That's a ruse made up by the monolith to distract us from the fact that they are putting plants in our food.
Whether you are a believer or not, something happened to Mr. Fugsnuck that night.
Now that I think about it, it could have just been a tree that I saw. It was pretty dark, and my eyes were closed, so it's hard to say.
As is department policy, I fired off multiple rounds into those woods just in case there was a human. I was promoted shortly after.
Without definitive proof, we may never know if humans actually existed or still exist today.
It's fucking hilarious.
I like it.
That's the vibes. That's the vibes. Peace, peace, everyone. I have to leave the area. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm a human. Take good care, everyone. Catch you later.
Shit.
Yeah. Axis.
Later.
Yes. Peace panel.
Yeah.
Bye.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, face plant.
Yes, you know. I don't know if I can do this shit anymore.
What?
I don't know if I can do this anymore. Everything's
Do what?
infiltrating. This.
Yes, I know. I know. They don't. You didn't even
It's,
get to say anything the first time you
it's
came
like
up, and they kicked you out
it's
already.
like it's like turned into a echo chamber of stuff I said years ago. It's just like coming back to me in word salads,
Yeah,
like going in circles
yeah,
and going fucking nowhere.
yeah. It's like we're
Like
chasing our tails. It's very sad.
yeah, I say that. Yeah, like a dog chasing my tail out here.
All right.
But don't give up. We need you.
What
But
happened?
anyway, I'm looking for answers. Like what the hell can I do here? Like the water's turned all the shit. The sky is always so fucked up. The soil is like cement. It's weird. There's no birds around. They know something we don't know.
Yeah.
The earth is not even breathing anymore. It's like in the morning, it's like dead air.
Oh no, that's not good.
I don't want to be a fucking downer, but I'm just fucking discouraged.
So is Max Vision. He's having a breakdown at the moment. Because he's watching everything fall apart before his eyes, and nobody has answers of what we can do to stop the madness, the insanity.
You just
Um,
gotta know. I won't cut you off, Kimber, but everybody's gotta keep their head up, man. You know, it's not necessarily when people say everything's falling apart. It's the matrix falling apart, so that's a good thing. This matrix have kept us, you know,
I agree.
in prison. So you know, it's everybody's got to stay strong. You know, it's easier said than done. That's what I do. I want to give up all the time, but I got that warrior mentality. I actually had to keep going. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't
face
come here. I didn't come
planters.
here to give up.
That's right. We didn't come here to give up. We came here to pick up the pieces after the matrix crumbles.
Right. So it's a light at the end of the tunnel. So we just gotta stay strong, man, because you always know if somebody going through worse, you know, they still caught up in a delusion. So it's kind of much. It's kind of I'm summing up like this. It's kind of like I won't say blessing because it's be blessing, but it's a positive us being able to see what we see. You
Yeah, I'm
know.
trying to think of a word to replace be blessing. I'll let everyone know when I come up with it.
Yeah, everybody keep their head up, man. You know, you stay strong, man. You know, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get worse before it get better, but it's gonna get better, man. You know, the system, it gotta go. You seeing the
Yes,
collapse of
it's
a
been
matrix.
corrupt for a long time. It needs to go.
I'm getting old, man. Fuck.
Yeah, yes. But you'll make it. You'll make it.
Geriatric truthers. I love it. We come down the street in our wheelchairs and our canes and our walkers, and we're shouting the truth in the middle of the street at all detriment.
Yeah, man. I don't, I quit thinking about my age, and I really don't think about time like I used to, man. I think if we don't think about time and think about our age, you just live, you just be a being. That's a part of being a being. Just be, just be in
Just
the
be.
present at all times.
Yes.
Well, then you
Yes.
answered her question instead of saying, bless you, blessed be.
Was there anything else you wanted to try to say, faceplant, while you are up here still with us? Are you even around your device right now, bro? Because it says he's muted, so maybe he's just letting it out. That's what Max Vision did the other night. He was in tears. He was in literal tears because nobody has a solution, and he's just watching it all fall apart. And he was
Can I ask you this?
even
Can I ask you this, Miss Kimber? You said Max Vision a good dude. You said he was he was in tears and he was distraught because the system is failing, or is it he going
because
through personal problems?
he's watching people he cares about suffer.
Yeah, man, that's hard,
He
man.
knows that the system needs to collapse, but he's at the end of his rope with watching people that he cares about suffer. And I'm Paula,
Okay,
not
Miss Paula,
Kimba.
my bad. Miss Paula.
Yes. It's almost like Kimba. You were close.
Oh,
I
my
wish
bad.
Kimba was up here
My
too.
bad, Miss Paula. You know.
It's okay. She
Yeah,
wouldn't mind either, you getting us confused.
right. Yeah, I feel like we all go through hell in this matrix because I was out and about yesterday doing my route work, and one of my customers, man, she just broke down crying to me about how she lost her mom, her dad, and she's she's a diabetic. She just broke down crying to me. I don't know her from a can of paint, really. I've rarely talked to her, barely talked
She
to her in the
saw
past
your
year.
light and she felt comfortable revealing to you. So
Right, man. I wanted to cry too, man, because I was telling her, I said, man, my wife going through kidney failure and all
oh my
that, you know.
Lord.
So I don't get on here and talk. You know, we all go through shit. So I try to keep it to myself, man. But we all go through things, man. I want to give up all the time, but I just got that warrior mentality, man. I got to keep going.
What do you guys see in the symbol? This is from 1951. It's a festival in Britain, South Bank exhibition. I see an 8-pointed star, a cross within a cross, which makes an 8-pointed star. Which they seem this 8-pointed star. I see it everywhere with these certain societies, like certain groups, and then you got the 13 flags, which are the 13 families you see there. And then you got
Remember,
just black and white.
America started with 13 colonies or some shit?
Remember the original 13 families was the black nobility. That's the hidden hand. They based out of Sweden. They look just like me, but they evil as shit. They the original 13 families.
Huh. Yeah, they try to say there's no black people in these top
No.
families,
Yeah,
but that
man.
ain't true. There's a
They
lot of
run
them.
this shit, man. People that look just like me, man. They run this shit. They got everybody thinking it's some Chinese Oriental man or some white guy. No, man. It's a nigga. It's a group. It's a faction of beings that look just like me, but they rogue as shit. They've been running this shit from the beginning.
I think they're hiding behind their alleged nationality. I think they're some sort of friggin' shapeshifters.
They
They're
are.
not
They are.
very human.
They black draconians. Go look up it's a video of the Pope kissing their feet. That's who they are.
Yeah,
Look,
I've seen that one. Yeah.
You got your 4 lands and the cross in there too. You see the 4 lands with the cross, just like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah. Also symbolic of we got everything covered from the north to the south to the east to the west. They're so friggin', what is the word? Prideful, or it's a different word than prideful. But yeah, they think they've got it in the bag, but they don't, because they built their system corrupt, and corruption crumbles.
yeah, it has no choice but to rupt on itself. Like ruption. What's ruption mean? Like to like.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up, Naga?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh no, we lost faceplant? Oh no, not again.
So
Yeah, I
y'all
don't know
think
why.
do y'all
I don't
think
know
shifting is a
why.
bad thing?
You're kind of low, Naga. Right? Don't it sound like he's far away?
Yeah,
Let me
it sounds
see.
like he's really far, far, far away.
Hold
Can
on,
you
let me
guys
see.
hear me now? Or am I still sounding the same?
No, still far, far away. Tiny little voice. Bad audio.
And it sound like you outside. What's up, Naga, man?
Yeah, what about now?
Now you're better. There you
That
go.
was better.
Yeah, I'm on the road. That's why I was trying to. But yeah, I was asking, do you guys think shape shifting is a bad thing?
No, not really. We can shape shift. We just don't know how to bend. We don't know how to bend the color spectrum. We don't know how to bend photon energy. They took that knowledge. I ain't gonna say they, but these entities, yeah. We can do it too. You shapeshift. I feel like you shapeshift when you lay in the bed because you go into your real form. Like,
I
Hey,
lay
Campbell.
down for 2 hours and had a nightmare that was terrifying. And I'm so tired of having terrifying frigging nightmares. These fuckers. The nightmare was about humans shapeshifting into demons and demons shapeshifting into humans. And I was trying to escape it.
that's because
Do you ever, Paula, do you ever be in your dream
I take
and
control of my dreams
tell
usually.
yourself you're in the dream? I've done that a few times where I knew I was in my dreams. And
I
it
was in
makes
the
the
dreams. They
dream
were
more
fun.
interesting when you realize you're dreaming.
I've been doing that since I was a kid, but when it's these terrorizing dreams, I can't. I don't know. I can't do that anymore. I can't say this is just a dream and then, wake
You
up.
gotta
I did
calm
fight
down.
my way out of the dream.
those
I
are
know what you
parasites.
mean.
Those
You
are
panic
parasites.
and you want to get away. I know what
Parasites, I
you mean in your
know.
dream.
Yeah, when you have bad dreams like that, this one woman asked me a question about that. She said, "Why am I seeing monsters and clowns when I dream at night?" I said, "Because you seeing parasites. You caught up in the lower mental plane. Like you might, you know what I'm saying, you caught up in the lower astral realm, the lower mental plane. So you're gonna see these parasites."
Peace, peace to London. What's up, bro?
Well, my dreams that I've always had ever since I was a child they were, I guess you could even call them prophetic, because the dreams are showing me what the world is actually like out there, which I already know what the world is like out there now that I'm grown. But I don't need to see that shit in my dreams. I fucking know it's there. And I'm here to fight it. And they're pissed about it. And so they come for me when I'm down and sleeping. And I fight them. I always fight them. I don't just run. I fight. I run until I can turn and fight. But they gang up on me. It's ridiculous. I'm sick of it. Ugh. But yeah, I know it's parasites, them rat bastards. They're all gonna pay. That's a promise. Because I ain't stopping after they kill my ass. Energy doesn't die, it just changes form. And I'm coming after them when I am pure friggin' energy again. You might can get one over on me now. But when I'm pure energy, it's on. And I will fight back like never before, and they will not be able to stop me.
Right, I feel that. Hey, Naga, man, I got a question for you real quick, bro. If you can hear me, I don't think you can hear me.
Naga!
Who you was talking to?
I'm talking to you. What's good, bro?
Salute. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I went on Philly, big OG Philly's panel last night, man. Them dudes is real serious over there, man.
Hell yeah.
It's
That's
a
why.
bunch of aboriginals, man. They, you know how we get in the room. You know how we get around each other, man. Niggas like to bite each other's heads off. But it was a good talking that he had, man. But like later on in the panel, man, it got serious, so I had to dip up out, man. But he cool as hell, man. I
Hell
mean,
yeah,
it's
man.
I like going to channels like that and finding other aboriginals to congregate with, man. It was cool.
That's what I was trying to explain, bro. It's so real, Aboriginal was going against Aboriginal, trying to get my, trying to take my head off. You feel me? So it's, you know what I'm saying. You gotta, you're working on eggshell over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they'll get you, man. Yeah, yeah. I already know how I know how people get, man. That's how we are, man. We so quick to fight with each other, man. But it's some smart dudes over there, man. That's one thing I can say, man. They had a good, they intelligent, man. You know, I was enjoying it. A lot of them were entrepreneurs over there too, man. So it's nothing respect over there.
Hell
If
yeah,
you
hell
if
yeah.
you don't mind, explain the Aboriginal thing to me. I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah, go ahead, explain to them, Naga.
What was the question again?
I'm not familiar with the use. I mean, I understand what the word Aboriginal implicates and what it says, but what I don't. I guess I'm losing something here in translation.
Well,
Aboriginal.
Well,
Aboriginal.
me myself. Oh, go ahead. Chuck, I got it after you.
No, go ahead. I was just saying
Is it a
Aboriginal. I was
hot
trying to catch up.
hot potato? Everybody's tossing it around. What are you defining? What?
Well, me personally. Well, since Aboriginal mean indigenous, so I don't like to use the word Aboriginal because I already know what it means. So I just use the meanings, you know. So basically, Aboriginal, indigenous, you know, and indigenous is just mean what it is. We indigenous, you know what I'm saying, to the land that we inhabited. We ain't came from nowhere else. We've been here, as since time uh, we've been here since the beginning of time, basically. So we ain't came from
This
nowhere,
is what it means.
like they want to
This is
tell
what
us, like,
Aboriginal means. I looked it
yeah,
up. It
go ahead.
means inhabiting or existing in a land from the earliest times or from before the arrival of colonists. Or, yeah, indigenous.
Yeah.
But it says relating to the indigenous people of Australia. I don't know
That's
why it
what
says
I
that.
Yeah, they look just
because
like me. The indigenous people of Australia, because we from the darkness, we come from dark matter energy. The cosmos is made up of 85% dark matter energy. So from the darkness came I am, the sinners of the ancient ones. That's who I am. That's why I tell myself every day. I am the sinners of the ancient ones, man. From the darkness, from the blackness came us. We shit. We like he said. We was the first ones that ever existed here in this realm, in this plane of existence, with nobody else. So that's what makes us
Black
powerful.
can't
I ain't
exist
saying
without white and vice versa.
hmm?
So we gotta make sure Axis, on this, he get what we're saying because he asked the question. So we don't want to let
Right.
leave him confused.
And right, and really we not even we indigenous, but we Atlanteans too. We Atlanteans because when you think about
Yes.
Atlantis, that's what we are. We Atlanteans. We Lemurians, and then we started being Indians later on. But at our peak core, we really Atlanteans because we were at first we were sub
Yeah, that
physical.
Aboriginal definition don't make sense, man. It don't.
You can call us originals, or you can just call us organics. There's one woman I knew. She was a doctor.
Yeah,
She just called us
original.
organics. She just said we are just
Origin.
organics.
Hey, that's why I just say we indigenous. I don't like to use the word aboriginal. Because it's like a middle word. You know what I'm saying? It's like the middleman. You don't get to the bottom of it, of what you
To
know
the
what I'm
root
saying.
of
You
it.
still gotta go through etymology. You know what I'm saying, to figure out what it exactly what it is. But indigenous,
Well,
it just speaks for itself.
All I gotta
Not
say is, man, just know our ancestors, the ones we descend from, they built the pyramids. They built Giza. They built this whole realm up. They were highly technically advanced, man, because they was in line. They was in alignment with the cosmos. These were highly, 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 highly advanced civilizations. My descendants, my ancestors. This is real shit, man. That's who they were.
I'm indigenous to this whole place. I'm the past, the present, the future. Everybody's my ancestor. I am God.
Right, I
Yeah.
respect that.
And that's one thing too. I don't like the fact that they like to put a barrier between us and the ancestors. We are the ancestors, man. Ain't no them and ain't no they and us.
I
You know
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
saying? So, for example, if my family builds something, I'm not gonna say, oh, they build something. No, I'm gonna say we build something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a part of the family too. So
Right, we
when we
just
talk
keep coming
about
down here. I agree
Right.
with that.
so when we talk about our ancestors, we gotta include ourselves. So we built this, we did this. Not they.
Yeah, we are the ancestors. That's right. We've
Cause
been
Yes.
here
think
before.
about it. Like you said, Truth Zone. These are just vehicles. So does energy have a particular so-called skin
No,
color? No, energy's
exactly.
energy.
Yo,
That's
Right.
why
I
I
say this
say
all the time.
everyone's
I
my
say this all the
ancestor.
time. Your
These are
star
just
body,
vehicles.
right? Your star body determines what type of vehicle that you can incarnate into. Because I have neuromelanin. I have neuromelanin. You can look up neuromelanin. That's what I have. So I'm saying I'm made up of dark matter energy. I've been studying all this stuff, man. So your
So what's
genes,
white
huh?
or so-called white?
Say it one more time.
In your research, did you find out what they say so-called white is? What kind of
No,
energy?
I'm not gonna get into all that, man, because I don't want to sound like a hateful
Well,
guy,
I
a
asked the
bigot.
question. It's okay. I
Nah,
asked you.
no one's like that here, Truth Zone. You're good.
Yeah, you're in a safe
I really
They
space.
don't.
say white people got more carbon and less melanin when you're speaking scientifically. I was
Well,
looking at it.
really, is that why they're after us? Because we have
That's what
more
makes it
carbon.
lighter, I guess. The
They
more
want to
Well,
see
carbon.
more
it's not.
carbon. Oh, I see right through them
It's not.
motherfuckers
It's
now.
not. It's not even about Caucasians. You got Orientals. You got the Mongolians. You got the Javentians. They all. These are
Well,
all.
Caucasian, what's ours? What are we?
I don't know. I mean, with all due respect, Miss. What's your name again?
Paula.
With all due respect,
If you
Miss
don't
Paula, is
remember Paula, just call me Sigma.
you do your research on it. That's all I can say.
Okay,
I
I
don't even
will.
want to get into it.
I respect that.
I
That's okay.
because I look at all these labels as like part of their divisive techniques here because at the end of the day, like I said, we're all energy in the vehicle. So at the end of the day, we're all energy. We're all extensions of the creator, right? The energy that makes this place.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Because I'm not a white man. That don't define who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna die and still be a white man.
Right.
All that shit rots away, and my energy goes back to where I was before I came down here. I think
Well,
we're the fallen angels from above.
personally,
We all
I
are.
don't think we are the fallen angels. I think there are
I
fallen
don't.
angels.
I just don't understand
But
why is every time we talk about identity, right? Every time we talk about identity, it's always blurry. It's like something that we avoid talking about. We avoid confrontation, about identity because is it because some people don't really have an identity, or
I don't know.
is it to the fact that people just choose to not have an identity? Because it's something that I feel like a lot of people are trying to avoid. Is a conversation a lot of people trying to avoid. Like is
What is
it's
there
not
to
hard.
avoid?
It's
Being a
not
white
hard to
man don't
find.
define me. All these labels. Oh, Chuck, you're a white German man. What the fuck is that shit? That don't define me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that, Chuck. But I also agree with what Naga is saying. Like when we had these type of
But yeah,
conversations,
we could say we in black, we could say we in white, we could say we in this, we in that, but we know for a fact we in the matrix, and we know we gotta have some type of code.
Hmm.
You gotta identify yourself with some type of code, in the matrix. You cannot just go outside and say, "Oh, I'm a spiritual being," and go and get you some grocery, and go to the bank and get you some money. So we need to. This is the reason why I feel like we're not really, you know, advanced. We fall behind because we refuse. You know what I'm saying, to find something that's useful in the matrix. We just complain about the matrix instead of trying to make it useful for us.
Well, I
You know
know
what I'm
who I
saying?
am. I trace my ancestors back,
Yeah,
through
but who
asking
we
my grandfather and all that. I'm not talking about no fake DNA bullshit or going by what the school tells me. I know through my family by asking.
but
Yeah,
who
But
we
and,
for
are,
me,
who
that's
and,
still,
hold on, and I respect that, Chuck. Just like with us, just like I'm indigenous. I know from going from to my mom,
yeah,
my grandmother. It's passed down. We Indians, man. We Atlanteans. It's not really people say color and people say they're going off color. We're not talking about no color, man. We saying genetics. We are
yeah.
like we the ancestors. This is what we do. This is who we descendants of, man. So I
but
wear this with
listen,
And
pride.
hey,
I,
truth, listen to what I'm
I
saying,
don't
truth.
look at none of that as racist or you guys are
Listen,
trying to down people. Maybe other people do, but that shit don't bother me, man. That's who you are, and I respect that.
no,
I don't
listen to
look
what
at
I'm
it
saying,
in
right?
no way like negative or you're trying to like put yourself above people. Only
nah, man.
people look at it
I
that
ain't trying
way
to put
because they've
myself
been
above nobody.
misinformed
No,
or
No,
they
it's
feel
not.
Truth
guilty or something.
Zone wasn't putting himself above anyone. He was just speaking
I'm letting
facts.
it know. I'm letting it know who I am because we've been lied to about who we are.
He-
You gotta think. You gotta
He's
think
not
they
one of
use
those people.
You gotta think they
Like,
use technology on us, man. You gotta think man, come on, man. They was hanging up some trees, dog, burning us alive. This is not even a victimization type of tactic. They was burning us alive. They
But
stripped us
but
of
but
they stripped us of
let
who
me
we
say
are,
this right.
man.
Let me say this right
Nigga,
quick.
we mad. I'm mad.
Let me say this
I
right
don't
quick,
blame
truth.
you. I'm mad too. They was burning my ancestors, calling them witches.
Yep, mine too.
Let me say this right quick though. Listen though, how is that gonna help us though? How is that gonna help us in the matrix? Us being in the matrix, how is that gonna help us to know who we are? That ain't gonna
Well,
help
you
us.
have to know who you are
Look at
That's
before
this
you can
nonsense,
do
Truth
anything.
Zone.
what
Look at these
That's
lies right here,
the
Truth
problem
Zone.
most of the world has is they don't know who they are. Know
how
thyself, and then you will be known.
I'm
It's
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
key.
figure
saying,
out
man.
how is
Look at what
me,
I'm
for
saying, man.
example, I'm trying to figure out how is knowing who I am gonna help me in the matrix because the matrix don't have nothing to do with who I am. The matrix is is built on a fake a version of me. So it don't have nothing to do with who I really am. So me knowing who I am in the matrix ain't gonna help me. It ain't gonna help me in no way, shape, or form. So when we're talking about we Indians, we this, we that, we have to understand that's only gonna help us outside of the matrix. That's only gonna help us outside of this governmental system. That's gonna help us to create our own shit and to get up from under that shit. But as long as we think it's gonna be beneficial to us, in the system, we doomed. You know what I'm saying? We doomed it. We just No, it's just ridiculous. It's not gonna help us right here in the system, man. It's just all this knowledge is knowledge that's gonna help us to create our own system. That's not going to oppress us, but it's not to help us in this staying in this system. We need to get up. We need to get out of the system. If we're not gonna
Right,
get out of the system, we need to
right,
find a
right.
way. We need to find a way, to make it beneficial to us.
That's what
But
them
you know what I'm
brothers. That's
saying?
what them brothers was saying last night. That's what OG Philly was saying last night. He said, "Man, fuck this system." He said, we got to govern our own." Because he said, "What's the point of knowing who we?" He said, "Yeah, we indigenous and all that." He said, "But before," he said, "Trying to use this system to say we indigenous and make it work for us." He said, "No, fuck that. It ain't gonna work." He said, "We got to let the shit shoot this bird out the sky, get rid of this bird, and govern our own, and go back to the law of the universe. Like it's governing our own, man. We can do for ourselves.
Yeah,
We don't
what
need."
law
But
actually
this is the
means.
reason
Yeah.
why, truth. This is the reason why we can't really bring who we are, our identity, all this shit, our ancestors. We can't bring this into the matrix, because they ain't going to support us. Ain't nobody in the matrix going to support you, you know, uh trying to tear it down and bring and build your own. So that's gonna have to be some, on the ground type of plan. That's gonna have to be, outside of, the internet. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the elders was saying, the revolution is not going to be televised. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that we could talk that we talking about, we know, but it's not for us to bring it, out in the matrix because that's not gonna help us. It's not gonna help us in no way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So the only way we could the only way we could get some benefits from the system is to use the tools that's already, displayed in the system. But we ignoring all the tools in the system, while we're trying to bring our own tools. It's like it don't make no sense. See,
Get food stamps.
if you're gonna bring your own tools, you might as well bring your own system too. You know what I'm saying?
I
Look at
got
this
you, man.
shit.
That's what you said.
But that's why I fuck with OG though, because he's still in the government, and religion, and I'm big on that too, I'm big on saying, religious keep us, docile, and education keep us indoctrinated, so if we get rid of religion and education, you know, we'll be left, to build our own system. Ain't no way we're going to be, we're going to take, anything from these people. You know what I'm saying? We're going to rebel. It's going to be death, or liberty. It's going to be liberty or death. It's going to be freedom or death. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to be, looking at them like, oh yeah, they're going to do this to us, they're going to do that to us. Now we're going to try to think about what we're going to do to them if they ain't leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we have religions, we're always going to worry about what they're going to do to us if we do that, if we do this.
Right.
Look at my new who likes my new picture I made.
I'm fucking
I love it.
I'm fucking with that, Charles, man.
100%.
Straight tyranny, man. Somebody was playing that damn debate last night. I'm thinking to myself, man, who believes this shit? I said, this is all nonsense. I said, these
What
motherfuckers.
happened? I didn't even
Yeah,
watch it. What happened, True Song?
I seen some of it on TikTok. It was technically she lost. Technically Trump won. According to the astrology, she will lose. He will win. According to their birth chart information. But it doesn't matter. It's still two wings on the same bird. Still shit's the same shit.
Right. I'm watching it. Right. I'm listening to like bits and pieces because somebody was playing it on like a screen party or some shit like that. And they're talking about how like Israel has 2 years ago. Trump was saying Israel got 2 years ago, but that's because the contract expired. I had mentioned that on that panel. I said, yeah, the reason why he said that because they know their time is up. And then they just going on and on about just a bunch of nonsense, and nobody was in the crowd either. So that let me know they in Castle Rock Studios masked up shooting that shit. They all wearing masks.
But 2 years, I know their script well. I know that Bible well. 2 out of 7 years left. So this World War III that is verbally ongoing now will become physical in 2 years. Write that shit down. Paula told you.
Right. I agree with that. I see that map, bro. My own prognosis is World War III already happened, man. It happened in 2019. It was a psychological warfare, and then it went to it went to a biochemical warfare with the inoculation. So I feel like World War III happened in 2019 because that's one of the biggest. That was one of the biggest campaigns, biological weapons that was ever released on us in 2019.
Started, but it goes on for a certain amount of years.
Right. And plus we
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So in 2006, the shit will hit the proverbial fan.
Right. We've been in a perpetual state of war with these colonizers since 1492. So when they talk about World War I, World War II, World War III, man, we've been at war. We've been at war with them since they invaded. It's more, and plus it's more of a spiritual war, but it's more spiritual than anything.
Yes, it is.
When they talk about World War III, they talking about a script being played out. But as far as that, we've been at war with them,
And the whole population control agenda is, they do want to get rid of a lot of us, especially ones like us here now. The ones that are anyway. Yes.
Who are the colonizers? Can you tell me who are you referring to as colonizers?
Okay, I'll give you a brief synopsis real quick, man. The colonizers is the one that came here and set up a corporation on stolen land. So we all know that this land, like we was talking about, belonged to the indigenous people. Really ain't belong to us, but we the ones that upkept this place. Really, this realm. I can take it a step further. This planet, realm, whatever you want to call it. They invaded the planet first, and then they started invading these land masses. And when I say colonizers, these different entities, man, like the United States Corporation is the entity that's ran by parasitical demons. that take on humanoid corporeal form. It's deeper than what than what meets the eye. So that's when we say colonizers. These people, this de facto government that got us subject to maritime and ecclesiastical laws and uniform commercial codes, and these Roman ordained laws too. So those are colonizers. The Roman Vatican Church, they're colonizers because they don't belong on this landmass. They don't belong in this realm. They came here and invaded us. They know they don't. So when they talk about World War III, this is really what this is. It's the war of the worlds, because they come from outside of the ice wall. They come from another world somewhere else. This is why when they came here, that's where everything is new to them. When they say New World, New Mexico, New York, because this place is new to them. This is ancient. We ancient beings. This landmass is sacred. They don't belong here. So when they talk about new this and new that, they new to this realm.
Truth zones.
Where'd they come from?
Is different than other Aboriginals say all white people are the colonizers and we don't belong here. I've heard other Aboriginals say, like, they call me European, and I don't know nothing about that, but
well, we came from them, so we belong here.
But I know a true zone thing. He's speaking on the 13 family bloodline.
Yeah, I'm speaking on the architects. I'm speaking on this shadow government, the white hats. I'm speaking on the Roman Cathedral Church. I'm speaking on these entities that work in tandem with this de facto government that subjugate us all in a state of tyranny, that don't belong in this realm because they inorganic, they GMO, they don't belong here. They know they don't belong here. This is why they keeping the stage show going with these politics, because they know their time is up. Their contracts expired. So they know they got to get off the planet. They know they got to leave here. This is why they're trying to escape and break the firmament and get the hell out of here, because they know their time is up. It's over.
Who's helping to do that? Elon fucking Musk.
They had a contract with the I'll say native, indigenous, whatever. They had a contract, and I forgot how many years it was, like 30 or 40 years, and it's been up. They were supposed to get the land back. They had a little contract where they could, and it wasn't to keep the land; it was to occupy it. If I'm not mistaken, I remember Dane Calloway talking about it.
They love occupying, yeah.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. They trying to prolong their time, their stay here. It's like staying at a motel and you ain't got the money, because the money, the fiat currency is really a contract. You know you ain't got much time left, so you trying to do anything you can to prolong your stay.
They've overstayed their welcome, and they were never welcome in the first place. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's really not about a color, because color ain't nothing but a uniform commercial color code. So it's not about so-called brown, white. It's not about that, because we all subjugated under these under totalitarianism, under dystopianism, under fascism, under technocracy. We all subject to all these fallacies, man. This is something like the biggest. Yeah, this is the biggest. This is our biggest threat, our biggest enemy, man. These colonizers, these entities, that keeps us in a state of fear and tyranny.
Yeah, they don't like me because I don't fear shit. I ain't even afraid in my damn dreams. I'm always fighting, always fighting. I will not back down.
But I'm still curious. Where did they come from? You've identified a secular group.
They come from Nerd. They come from Nerd. Outside of the ice wall, you got different places out there. You got Nerd. They come from where it's cold at. So that's why they use sub-zero technology here, because from where they come from.
Cold. I've been saying it for years. Preach it.
Where they come from is cold there. So they brought that shit here with them. That's why it gets cold here, because we basically trapped in time. Just like the moon is not organic. That moon up in the sky is not organic. That don't belong here. They brought all this shit here with them. Like we the ancestors, like Naga said, but our ancestors looked up in the sky one day and see the moon up there. You gotta think these are parasitical entities. And some people say they don't believe in archons and draconians, but these entities really exist.
They exist.
I got old pictures that show the all-seeing eye is the moon, which is weird. It has the sun and the moon has an eye on it. And look in the movies how they always put what was the movie? I always forget the name of it, where Jim Carrey played remember they were watching him from the moon? There's tons of movies where there's people watching from the moon, like it's some satellite camera.
Well, there's even TV shows, not just movies. Yes.
Right. Candy just said this is a man-made construct. You think man that damn smart? You think mankind that smart to build up a matrix like this? They had help from higher extraterrestrials that dwell on the dark side of the moon. That's who
Yeah.
live on the dark side, as above, so below. So your cities
I
down
think
here.
we're smart enough to do it.
And the movie is The Truman Show, I believe.
Right,
If we weren't indoctrinated from a child and we were taught the right knowledge, we're definitely intelligent enough to do it. But we've been just dumbed down so bad that we think we're just.
No,
a lot of people think we started from caves and shit. I think
I'm
we're
not
real
saying.
intelligent.
Hey Charles, I'm not saying us per se. We beyond enlightened and knowledgeable. I'm talking about mankind. These ones running around like the Pope. That's mankind. They kind of like man. They don't have what it takes. I'm saying they not that smart to build this shit up like this. They had help from extraterrestrials.
I know what you mean now. Yeah.
They showed you they work in tandem with
That's why
reptilians.
it makes sense now. That's why they be stealing. That's why they went on crusades and tortured my people and stole their witchcrafts and all their knowledge. They were stealing everyone's knowledge because they don't have their own. They took it.
Yeah, the thieves.
It made religions.
Did you hear me that it was The Truman Show you were talking about?
Oh yep, The Truman Show. If I'm not mistaken, that guy was in the moon. Remember at the end? It was like yeah.
The man in the moon
show,
occurs to me just now. The man in the moon.
They showing you. They put the truth in plain sight. That's what I'm saying. People don't need me. They don't need us to say anything. They put this shit in the movies. They have to show you in some type of form or fashion because that is galactical law. That's laws of the cosmos. They have to show you. These extraterrestrials, they understand that. They have to show you because they breaking galactical laws.
But they're doing it because they're trying to escape their karma, and words are power, so I use them wisely, and I speak as often as I remember to say it, and I would like others to do it with me. Not this time. Not on my watch. You will not escape your karma this time. They will pay for what they have done to us.
These are galactical criminals, man. They hiding out here. That's why they told you in the book of Revelations in the so-called last days were really the last days of a matrix of a Metatronic overlay. They told you that they're gonna go be hiding in the bunkers because they're trying to escape. They know God returned. When I say God, I'm talking about us. We return into consciousness. They trying to escape us. They know we seen them with the hell they are now.
Yeah,
exactly.
God.
We're here and we're pissed.
I think that's why our consciousness, our higher self, or the creator, whatever people want to call it, has been warning us, and we've been questioning our whole life. Because my whole life, man, my higher self or my voice has always been warning me, and I listen, but there's times that I didn't listen. But I figured it out. It took a while to break the programming, but I shattered that shit for the most part. I still have some I'm trying to break. But for the most part, yeah, I can't find it. I thought in Hunger Games the guy was watching from above, like in the moon. I could be wrong. In Hunger Games, Truman Show. Was it Hunger Games?
Hold on, Charles. Hey, Candy, you said. Hold on, let me read this comment. You said the revealing in the physical realm, which we in the physical realm right now in the Matrix, right? In the 3D reality, right? Everything is being revealed to us on these black screens and on the television and in plain sight. So how is it not being revealed in the physical? That makes no sense. So I'm saying people be talking, man. They don't know what the hell they be saying. They just be talking. That makes no sense. So if you saying it's not being revealed in the physical, we in the physical, and it's being revealed to us with a physical phone that's a solid. What the hell? Oh man. Oh, I don't know, man.
See, our matrix reality is 3D, but we are 4D, and that's why we're reaching for the 5D.
If your shadow, right? If your shadow is a reflection of, how did the guy say? He said, if our shadow is a reflection of a 3D figure, are we a reflection of a 4-dimensional figure? Even though someone had said 4 dimensions time, but whatever. Some guy had said that, and I
Well,
said,
we
man,
are
that
in
sounds good.
time. We do age. We are in time, so.
Yeah, we trapped on the Chronos. Yeah, we frozen in time, just like the planet is frozen in time. But she's starting to wake up. She's cutting on that old engine. She's starting up. That's what they're talking about.
Sleeping giants, bro, have awoke.
Yeah, that Kundalini engine energy is rising, man. This is why they pull off these side operations, because they watching the Kundalini arising and they want to see where we at consciously, because they know once we start waking, the planet's already woke too. Shit, she's opening up.
You gotta listen to Prodigy's Black Devil. He should have said White Devil too, man. When I listen to that song, I feel like racist and shit when I be rapping to it. The Black Devil, and I'm like, I change it and be like the White Devil.
Well, there are the shapeshifters. They take all colors and forms to fool everyone, except for the awakened ones. We
And
can
then
see
look, hold
right
on,
through them, no
man.
matter what color they're pretending to be.
Why everybody keeps saying everybody's connected to their fleshy? Everybody wants to be in the flesh. I can be in the flesh, but not of the flesh, man. People don't know what the hell they be saying. They're looking at everybody's worried about this fleshy. I still got to take care of my physical avatar. I don't want it breaking down and looking like shit. People say,
Right.
why y'all want to live in the flesh? So I just gotta be a fuck. I guess you gotta look like shit. I gotta walk around, gray hair in my head, wrinkled, looking like shit. Man.
Right?
People don't know what the hell they be saying, man. People sound, oh my god. I'm about to get up out of here though, Charles, man. Thanks for having me on, big dog.
It was nice seeing you again. I love you. You're
man. I
the
got work I gotta go do, bro. I'm behind, man. I gotta go get caught up. But I'm saying, man,
All right,
I gotta say one
man.
more thing, man. People gotta watch what they saying, man. Not watch what they say. People gotta be mindful of what they say. When people say, "Oh, y'all trying to live in the flesh," I'm supposed to walk around looking like shit, looking fucked up, no teeth in my mouth, looking like a crackhead. Come on, man. People crazy, man. I'm out, man.
Much love, bro.
We got all quiet.
Well, I'm sad that he left.
I'm trying to find these movie parts where the guy's in the moon. Anyway, I'll be here forever looking for this shit. I got the Truman Show one, but I can't find the Mockingbird or whatever. I could have sworn in that when she hit the firmament with the arrow.
Do you mean To Catch a Mockingbird?
And that TV show, was it Mockingbird? Well, her name was Mockingbird. It was
No, I don't know that.
I just looked it up. I forgot the name already. Damn it. This is wild how my brain's just. Damn, brain, work! Gotta oil my brain up.
I know, right? I swear they're stealing our thoughts, like they steal our memories with the Alzheimer's and the dementia and shit.
You know what causes dementia and Alzheimer's? The metals they're spraying. Allegedly. Well, no, actually, allegedly nothing, man. This is all Google. You could look it all up. The side effects of aluminum and all this shit that goes in our body causes dementia, seizures, memory loss. It attacks the brain.
Yeah, and Alzheimer's. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. They want something that will penetrate the what do they call it? The blood-brain barrier for a reason. So that they can get to our brains and corrupt them.
This is him right here, looking from the moon. And looking at the city, watching in the Truman Show. And then here's a couple of clips from the Truman Show when he was looking out that window. and then the other one behind them is like the hologram. So that's what people are seeing is the moon like that. But what he sees is this, and he's looking out, you know. But they're showing you here that it's a hologram, and then he has a model in the moon that shows the realm like this with the dome. So I thought that was telling. Yup. Is it all true?
Yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
so.
I do, but I'm more worried about just my life's half over for the most part. I just want to live the next half if I could make it to 85, 90 years old, which I want to live 300 years. This place could be so beautiful, and if you know, like, just think if we didn't let people say, "Oh, it's not our fault." Look, I'm blaming us. Like, we just sat back and let everything go to shit. I know I got yelled at for saying that. I think it was what's his name? I was on London's channel. It was Voy. He's like, man, it ain't our fault, man. He got all butthurt and shit. And I'm like, bro, then how did we get to this point? By sitting back, right, getting comfortable with all this material stuff and forgetting. People always want to use Bibles and books. Well, in all these religious books, it says we are supposed to protect this place. Not only were we given this place, this paradise, we're supposed to protect it and keep it upkept. Like True
Yes.
Zone was saying, the tribes were upkeeping this place. They didn't poison it. They didn't hunt
Right.
every animal to extinction. They knew
Right.
how to hunt. Like, oh, we'll kill an old deer because we need the females and we need the babies to keep the cycle going. Like, they didn't
Yeah.
just like disrespect everything. Let's cut this whole forest down and not replant anything, and let's
Or
dump
burn the whole
chemicals.
damn forest down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
how we're supposed
basically,
to live.
he's dealing with a forest fire in his vicinity and in his area. He's got friggin' smoke from burning trees polluting his air. He said it in
Even when
live
I
chat.
research my ancestors, right? My German tribes and stuff you look into, or Deutschland, or whatever names, they keep switching them. But I, you know, when I look at cosmology and a lot of the witchcraft and stuff that our ancestors used, which was like herbs and casting spells, and in positive ways, like using it and respecting Mother Earth and thanking Mother Earth and thanking the animals and the trees. And
Yeah.
then the Crusades, I'm calling them the Crusades or the conquering or whatever, the slaughtering of people and taking
Yeah.
everything from them.
Yeah.
Look at
And
Africa.
you'll worship our God, which is them. You'll worship us or die.
Yeah.
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 I choose to thank him. I'm not worshiping nobody above my own higher self. No more.
Now, I used to think in church, like, who is this Jesus guy, and why is he put over our parents who gave us life? People will shit on their own parents, and I get it. Some people have bad situations, but they still gave life. You know what I mean? Like, my upbringing wasn't. It was good. Don't get me wrong. My mother did a great job, but I was young and stupid, and I was ignorant with certain things, and you know.
Yeah.
I had no resentment of why we were poor and stuff, but as I got older, I realized I was just young and didn't know shit. And but yeah, that's our parents who gave us life. Like people say, show me the creator. Well, the only ones I can show are my mother, my father, my grandma and
Yeah.
grandpa, my great
Yeah.
grandma and grandpa, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I
They are
think
from whence you came.
this place is gonna get better. I know I get negative some days, and I'm like, "Fuck this shit, man! This place is garbage." But it is a beautiful place, even though it's been mined and everything's been cut down. It still can be beautiful.
There's
We
some
can
beauty
clean it up.
left, and
Yeah,
we're here to save what's left and to recover what they've destroyed, because they are the locusts of the Bible.
Yeah. Damn. Why did you say that, Axis? Remember that day, man? Axis said some real good wisdom. Now that you mention that with the locust, Axis said, if there was a beautiful place, right, and it was living in harmony, and you know, it makes perfect sense, and you put one negative parasite in there, what would happen to that place? And that's exactly what happened when
Mhm.
these people were conquering. They were the parasites, just
Yeah.
destroying, affecting everything, negativity and
And, yep. They are
death.
also the parasites. Yes, they are.
Like, look at Mother Earth, right? Uh, you can cut down an entire forest and well, I don't want to say trees, but I'll make it more. Look at the lawns, right? You don't cut a lawn in the sun; it'll grow so fast. Mother Earth will always replenish itself. We
Right.
just gotta get the parasites out the way. People say there's
Yes.
supposed to be parasites. That's the balance. I don't know. I just don't see it like that.
No, it ain't no balance. That's infiltration of the spiritual community bullshit. I don't buy into that. You need balance between light and dark. It is impossible to balance light and dark.
Maybe within self, it's possible. You know, like
Oh, I
your
could say
negative
it's impossible to balance good and evil. Let's say it that way. It is impossible because
side.
evil is going to remain imbalanced at all costs. And just as light is going to, or good is going to remain good at all costs, no matter what. And it will never be in balance, not ever. And anyone who says that it can be has been fooled, in my
Because
opinion.
I've spoken
I mean,
about
it can though.
my inner beast. I've tamed my inner beast to the point where I can control my anger. And you just
Can
gotta
you guys hear
recognize
me?
yourself, man. You gotta know yourself in order to become balanced.
Can you hear me, Chuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought I was gone for a little minute. But nah, I think it can though. I can evil, and good, you can balance them together. They can be balanced. Not like balancing good evil. Not balancing separately, but complemented each other. Cause you have to understand, they are their own separate things. You know what I'm saying? They are the two opposite of the same rope. You know, so it's not saying that you're going to balancing each one of them, on their own because they're already what they are. You know what I'm saying? Bad is already bad, good is already good. But you yourself, you're neither. You're neither good or bad. You have the ability, the capacity to do both. So you could balance yourself with good and evil. No, meaning that you control, how much evil and how much good, that you're receiving or
But
putting
it's
out in
not
the world.
balance. It's just that I don't let any evil spew forth from me, so that
That's
only
not what I'm
light
saying.
spews through.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying do not let any evil, do not indulge in any evil. No, I'm saying to balance it. Just like I'm not saying to be all good, like to be that Jesus, that Christ, but I'm saying to balance it. There is a time and place for everything. You don't have to be good at all time, every time. There's gonna be time you're gonna be bad. You're not gonna be
That's under the assumption that nobody's perfect, but as of a recent teaching I came across, that you'd have to watch the video to know what I'm talking about. There's no more playing the game. Nobody's perfect. It's time to stand up and be perfect now. And it's way past time, actually, which means get rid of evil altogether, completely and utterly. It's the only way to clean up this realm, this world.
what's the difference between perfection and completion?
Do what?
What is the
Did you say
difference
what's the
between
difference between
yes?
Perfection and completion?
Right.
Well, in my opinion, to be perfect is to, how was I going to say that? To realize that you're really never going to be complete because there's always going to be something new to learn. So if you think the dark side thinks that they already know everything and they're already complete, and that's why they're dark. That's why they're evil, because they don't realize that there's still something more to learn. And so if you know that, then you are working on being perfect.
So perfect. So and if I'm hearing you, you're right. So perfect, is another stage after completion or before completion.
Let's see. Complete. Okay, it was completion and perfection. So completion is, it's a hard one. Like I said, if you think you're complete, you're not complete. But it
So
doesn't
completion
matter.
is not a thing.
Perfect. To be
So
perfect is to strive for completion. Let me say it that
completion is
way.
not a
To
thing.
be perfect is to strive for completion. One day we will be complete, but that's not yet. And we'll never be as long as we're going around with our little cane saying, nobody's perfect. We can never be perfect. Yes, we can. And we
Thank
have to
you.
try.
I think the human body's perfect. When you take care of it, it's perfection, man. Whoever designed this
Well, when
human
your
I
immune
think
body,
system is not constantly under attack, yes. I believe I came
that's
across
why
a new revelation I want to share with you, Chuck. If our
right.
immune systems weren't constantly under attack in our gut, how long would we really live?
oh,
But we're not
that makes
unpacking this
sense.
thing yet, though. We haven't unpacked this thing yet, though. I'm trying to unpack completion and perfection. We're more saying, what is not, but we're not trying to figure out, okay, what it is or what's the difference between these two. You know what I'm saying? Because me
Well, what
personally,
is
I think,
it? So don't be a fuck up. You don't put your head in your ass. You don't lie. You don't cheat. You don't steal. You don't be an ass. It's easy. It's not complicated.
no, I'm talking about completion and perfection. I'm talking about these two states or these two words. So I'm saying, and which, what's the difference between these two? Because we use completion in our, daily, in our reality all the time, but we never use perfection. You know, we don't use perfection. We think perfection is far from completion, and that's what basically been described, right? Right here, a little minute ago. Is the fact that if we think we're complete, uh, uh, we will never reach perfection. But me personally, I think
But we will.
completion is perfection. When something is complete, it's perfect. It reaches
And one
perfected
day we
state.
will be, yes.
So if we talk, so when we're talking about nothing is perfect, this just it's just a lie because everything is perfect. When everything that reaches complete state is perfect.
So Kamala trying to take down America and take our lives away from us. That's perfect to you? Because I don't
Who?
agree.
Who?
Kamala, or she's the one running the show now. Well, she probably always was, but technically it was Obama. But that's a whole nother story. People trying to control us instead of letting us be who we are is not perfection to me. Letting me be who I am is perfect completion.
No, that's just picking and choose. That's just picking yourself over somebody else. How can you being yourself is perfection, but somebody else being themselves is not perfection?
You can be yourself as long as you're not harming someone else. I don't harm anyone. She does. He does. The
Who
Biden,
does?
the Obama, they harm other people with their lies. If you're a
Nah,
liar,
man.
you're not going to be complete, you're not going to be perfect, and you're going to harm others with those lies. That's not okay.
But I beg to differ, man. These people hurt themselves. They know what it is. If you know there is a fire burning and you stick your hand into it, don't go ahead and blame the fire and
So
say
are
the
they
fire
almost hurting
burn you.
themselves? How many people have died from drinking the Kool-Aid, taking the poke?
But we
How
know
many
it
have
though. That's what I'm
drowned?
saying. We know what it is. If we
I'm
know
one
what
of
it is,
those
we still
from
do. We
childhood
know.
Kool-Aids.
But listen to what I'm
I'm
saying though.
injured.
We
Well, I want people to hear what I'm saying too,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
because it's profound. You know, I see what you're saying, but I just don't agree.
You can't. How you not gonna agree? Fire is an element. So if you stick your hand into fire, you get burned. You cannot blame the fire. You have to blame yourself for sticking your hand, in it, because you shouldn't
If
do that.
the fire is there and I stick my hand in it by my own free will and I get burned, that is my fault. But if someone's
Exactly.
coming at me with a lighted torch and sets me on fire, that's wrong.
No, that's not
I
what's
didn't ask
happening. That's
for
not.
it. I wasn't the dumbass that stuck my hand in the fire. Someone chased me down and set me ablaze. There's
But
a
that's not.
difference.
Unfortunately, that's not. Unfortunately, that's not how it is though in the world though.
It is
That's
too.
not how
That's
it
what
is.
they're doing.
Nah,
That's what
we
they're
take
coming
we
after us.
we
They're coming
have
after
the
you
choice
and
right
me.
now.
They're
For
coming after
example,
all of us.
hold on right quick. For example, right now, they haven't, there is the talk of the town right now is we need a president. We need a president. But we literally have the power to say we don't need no president. But yet we're gonna pick one. So don't say that we don't stick our hand. Why we have to stick our hand into the politics and pick a president to
Hey, that's
preside
for
over
those who
us?
vote. I
Why do
don't
we
vote, so I'm not in that.
hold
I
on right
don't
quick.
vote, so
Hold on right
I
quick. I'm
I
gonna
don't
pass
stick
it.
my hand in the fire.
Hold on right quick. I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna let you speak right quick. Hold on. We take part in the system daily. Every day we wake up, we gotta go to work. We gotta go to the market. We gotta go do this. We gotta go do that. Everything we doing is sticking our hands into the system. We cannot say the system is not forcing you to go and
So
buy
according
stuff.
to you, I should sit here and starve to death because I
Why?
live in a trailer park and not on a farm and can't grow my own food.
No, that's not the only
No, I
source.
am trapped within the system and I work through that as I can. And I eat
So
as healthy as I can afford to eat. And I can only afford to eat good half the time because they are out there making all the damn rules and laws and deciding who gets paid what and making sure I don't have the proper money to go get my own farm
And
and grow my own food. So they are harming me.
that's an
we allow
excuse.
we
That's an
allow it
excuse.
too. We just go along with the shit instead of
Well,
saying
you allow
no and
it if you
standing our
vote for
ground.
it, but I don't vote.
That's it.
Fuck
That we just
voting, just
making it. We
don't
just
do it.
making. Yeah, I agree with Charles,
We
man.
can't
We just making
we
excuses.
can't
We
come
just trying to
together to
justify.
do it. We got to stand together and tell them no, fuck you. Don't shop at these stores, but people just will tell
Well, they're
us to go
doing
fuck ourselves and deal with
because
it.
we started saying, did you notice? Because we started saying, go find the little mom and pop stores, go start shopping there. What the fuck did they do the past almost 4 years? They took all
Wow,
of them
you're right.
motherfuckers out, and we can't go to them anymore. They're few and far
Mm.
between and harder to find now.
Nah, man, they still fine though. They fine though. They find food, right? How the hell they find food to put in the supermarket? How the hell they find water to put in the store? How the hell they find everything? So we cannot act like they're the only one that know how to find shit. We know how to find shit too. We just too lazy to go and find our own shit because we think that somebody already bring it to us. There is no need to go and find our own shit. We're not in
And
nature, right?
it doesn't really do any good anymore to grow your own food because of the chemtrails. So they're
Hold on,
poisoning the
Jay
food, the air,
Hyden.
the water, all the chemical spills. I mean, everything's poisoned, even if you are growing your own food. So they've
I'm
got us
looking at this
doing
now, Jay Hyden. Jay
I ain't
Hyden.
that.
Hold on. What do you mean by that, Jay Hyten? You talking about the QR code? I'm looking it up now to see what you're talking about. He said over here. Did you see the video? The Sovereign Soul. Oh, Sovereign Soul put a video out.
I've seen videos on TikTok
Aldi's.
talking about what he's saying. Yes, I know. Yeah.
Because this thing
Even
here, why is
Aldi is
Aldi
screwing
stuff scanned
everything.
twice? I don't know. I'm looking at it now. I don't go to Aldi's. I AOTW, Scott Severini, that which is what's up, Mark Basket, Max, what's up? I do stop. I do shop at a place called Stop and Shop. I mean, it's not a big, huge. I mean, it's got its. It might as well be a corporation. It has stores in the East Coast, but it ain't like Aldi's or some big. But still, it has a union and stuff. So I guess yes, it's But yeah, like Paula was saying, even here, man, they did a number on family-owned businesses, man, and that's what America is about: is people having opportunity, and all the corporations suck that dry. That's what I'm
They
saying.
sure
Fuck
do.
Walmart. Fuck the Zionists. Let me not go too far. I was about to flip out.
Oh, I feel you. I know everything you were going to say. It's good.
These people have just. It's wild how they just leached onto everything, and we can't. That's what pisses me off. Is like when I was growing up, even though you could go to the different so-called races of people that group together and sit down and be like, look, man, we need to come together and do a power move, and it would work. It would happen. Nowadays, people ain't trying to hear it. If it ain't putting money in their pocket, they don't give a fuck. No one wants to stand and fight for anything. They're so comfortable. I don't want to lose
So they're
my Tesla.
They're brainwashed, they're mind controlled, and they're fluoridated. What are they supposed to do? You know?
I don't know. I have no clue.
That's
I mean,
why I have a
have
plan
ideas,
after I
but
die and leave my body because they've got me fluoridated. And they can't brainwash me or mind control me, but they do have me fluoridated and they have me immune compromised since I was 18, long before this. So there was Kool-Aid being passed out to go to school. You have to have the Kool-Aid before you can go to school. And by age 18, my immune system was trashed. So they made sure I couldn't do and be all that I could have done and been. And they're going to pay for that after I leave my body and am no longer limited.
Wow, look at
Somebody
this.
has to bring justice to this world. And I came, according to my birth chart, to bring justice, and I will do exactly that.
Look at this. Sheeps line up at airports to have their look. I mentioned when I was in the city. I think I was near Flatbush Ave. I don't remember where I was, but I tell you what, I was the only white person in sight. I don't remember where I was in the city. I know I was staying in the Bronx, but I was going all over. I didn't go to Brooklyn, but I was in Queens. I think I got in trouble in Harlem, and we were smoking a blunt walking down the street, and I didn't see the police. And by the time I see them, I threw it down. They arrested me for a fucking roach. Literally, it was like less than half a blunt. And when I got arrested, they were scanning eyeballs, and I kept fucking it up because I didn't want them to get my eye scanned. I kept looking away. They're like, "Don't move your eyes," and I, because my friend kept doing it.
Now that's what I'd say.
But yeah, that eye scan shit, man. It was in trial in 2016, I think, or 2015.
Future reference, tell them you have astigmatism. Future reference, tell them you have astigmatism. Because I do have one. And so that is my excuse. Your eyes jerk. Your eyes jerk. You can't hold them still. I bet they can't scan the eyes of someone with astigmatism. Jokes
I
on
asked them
them.
why they were doing it, Paula, and they said because, like, in New York City, that you could be in the train systems, and then the cameras are digital, and it will scan your face recognition. But back then, I think it was eye recognition. In case people, I think that's why they were telling people to put masks on. They're probably trying out the eye scanning, and
Yes.
because
I was
everyone
always
makes
flipping those
videos on
cameras
here
up.
too.
Still do, actually. Yes.
People don't realize when you're making videos and you're looking into the camera, I guarantee you they're scanning your face, getting your eye print, all that. It's possible. That's why they want everyone to show their face or send a picture so they can put all that in a database.
Yeah. YouTube's trying to pull that shit. They're trying to say it's an extra layer of protection. We need
Yeah.
you to take a picture of your driver's license and send it to us so that we know that it's actually you. Just so I can pin a comment underneath one of my videos? Why don't you
I
kiss
sent them
my
a
fucking
picture of me.
ass?
I sent them a dusty ass picture of me. I wasn't sending my license, man. That's wild. Who are
They
they?
told me they
I don't
wanted
work
my
for them.
driver's license. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I
fuck
don't
you
work
to get
for
my
them.
driver's license, you rat bastard sons of bitches. Fuck you.
Right? Like, who are they to demand you send them your license? Like, you don't pay me. I don't work for you.
No,
Like,
so I
what the
just didn't
fuck?
pin my comment. My middle finger to them was I just didn't pin my comment. And I advise everybody else too. Don't pin your comments. If they start asking for your driver's license, fuck them. Just don't
Well, no,
pin
you
your
have three
comment.
options. You can, it was send your license, send a picture. Like, it was to verify that it's you too. And I'm thinking, I got tons of videos that showed my face. You know it's me.
Here's my
Who else
Google
got my
page.
password?
We all have a Google page. Most don't know they have one, but you have a Google page. It has all your damn information on it, all fucking ready. You motherfuckers want me to prove to you again who the fuck I am? Go check
Right.
my Google page. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, I kind of regret sending them a picture of me, but whatever. What are they gonna do? They got my fingerprints, they got my DNA, all this shit from when I was getting in trouble years ago. Damn, this 2006, I think. No, before then, actually, I think it was 2000 and I forgot what year, man. They started making felons give up their blood before you left prison, man. Or no, it wasn't your blood, it was swabbing your mouth. Your
So
mouth.
DNA. So DNA.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't like that fact. You know, there was a guy, he was EOS date. He was still in prison. They were holding him captive. 6 months.
Well,
I taught he was in the cell next to mine. 6
I
months he was still in after his EOS date, means end of sentence. They were holding him captive because he wouldn't give his DNA up. He was fighting it.
talked to a lawyer. I talked to a lawyer though. When you just this morning actually, or last night, I talked to a lawyer on TikTok, and I was able to join his live, and he was telling me that when you screw up and he's one of those free nationals, so he's a free national lawyer at that, so best lawyer, and he was saying that if you screw up under their laws and get arrested, you are now their slave and you have no rights. So
Yeah,
because he
when you're in
fucked up when
prison,
he
yeah.
was in there, he is now their slave and he has no rights. So as long as he doesn't do that, he won't ever get out.
Yeah, when you're in prison, you have no rights. They own you, literally.
They own you because you are literally their slave. They work you for free and they don't have to pay you squat.
You know how much I made in prison? I worked in the
Barely,
kitchen. I made
barely
75
anything.
cents a day. And then when I
Yep,
got
75 cents
sentenced,
an entire
they
day.
paid
Yeah.
me $1.75 a day. And I was grateful because I got to buy food. If you ain't got people sending you money and you ain't hustling to get commissary, you will starve. You will fucking
Yes.
starve. That's it.
Yes. Yes. Because you're a slave. If you're in jail or prison, you're a slave. And that's how they see it. That's how the system works.
Look, 2010, November 16th, I found an article. In new program, New York City police scan eyes to track suspects. Yep, I ain't bullshitting. People be like, hey, you're lying, Chuck. I had to go find the article to prove. So this is 6 years before it happened to me. This is 2010, this article. This is in 2016. I was asking, like, why? What do you need? It was weird. I'm like, damn, they're scanning eyes here? They said, fuck fingerprints. I'm like, man. I was nervous. I was like, what's going on here, man? You want my eyeball?
Yeah.
After 8
Yeah.
times, they said, just go.
Just don't get arrested no more. Please.
I wasn't doing nothing but smoking weed, which is
I
crazy.
know you weren't really
I had
breaking
to
no
pay
damn
a
laws.
fine.
I know. But
For a
You
roach,
shouldn't be
I had
smoking
to
that shit on
pay.
the street. I believe it's okay to have and smoke, but in your own home, not in your own car or on the street. You should do it at home so that you're not offending anyone and you can't get caught.
You know what I had to do for that stupid roach? I spent. Thank God New York City had night court. I didn't make night court, but I got court in the morning. But I stayed over about 24 hours in the cell. I had to pay a $180 fine, and I had to do, I think it was a 6-hour class that day. And then I had to spend another $60 to get to New
Wow.
York City and back. And then I didn't count the train ride either. So I spent well over 200 and probably $300 just for smoking weed down the street. So
No,
New
my
York City
God.
came off, pieces of shit.
That's just terrible. It's
And they
terrible.
were
It
holding
is.
me because I'm from Connecticut. They're like, "What are you doing?" They thought I was like some fucking drug trafficker or something. I'm like, man, how dare you ask me that? Do you go asking all these millions of people why they're visiting New York? Fucking dummies.
They're just looking for somebody to enslave.
Yeah.
Don't fall into their trap.
I ain't signing contracts no more either for the most part. None. It says it in the word. It's a con to track you.
Yes. Yeah, it should be called contract. Yeah.
That's even better. You're right.
Yeah,
Contract.
they'll just start calling it a contract. We're going to have a fun with words here, since I do fun with words.
Yeah, like Mind's Eye and Dominic, man, I started looking at words differently. And Sir Drop's good with it too. Like he said
Yeah.
in his rhyme, it blew my mind. He's talked about Mars and wars. He said when you flip the M or the W, I forgot how he said it in his rhyme. But if you look
Yes.
at Mars, that's the god of war, and all they did was
Yes.
flip the W down to an M.
Exactly.
Get it?
He's not
That's
wrong.
crazy. I never looked at it
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Thank you, Sir Drop.
Yes. Absolutely, because he
All right.
revealed a huge revelation right there.
Damn, I want to share this article, but there's no sharing. Why? Why can't I share this fucking article? I've never
Some
seen nothing like
people are
this.
getting too touchy with the freedom of speech, and so they're locking things down.
That's a crock of poop, man. I'm tired of
And
these people.
I
They have
can't
no
share a
right
lot
to
of
do
things
this.
to Facebook because Facebook just rejects it. I can't share anything from X, which used to was Twitter, on Facebook. It will send a link, but nobody can see what the fuck the link is about until they open it.
Oh, they want me to sign in to share. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. See, no.
I'll do one better. I'll do this. Save it in my favorites and go back to it because I want to read it. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, like, nothing against anyone who tells me, it seems sometimes I just question everything. And when people tell me we can't win and there's nothing we can do, I'll never ever think that. Never. I might as well just defeat myself at that point. Like, how does it, Dom always says, how does it serve me? I think about that a lot, but it does serve me because I feel like that's my destiny. That's my purpose here. My whole life, I've been a warrior and speaking out. And
Yes.
I knew once I went against the grain and spoke out, I had a target on my back, and I don't give a fuck. I'd rather
No.
die than live on my knees, man. I don't suck
That's
dick.
right. What was it?
And I
Give
ain't
me
fucking
liberty or
licking
give me
boots.
death, but shame on you after I die, because I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Yeah.
The ancestors that spoke. I think the ancestors
Justice has to come to this world.
send warriors here. That's what I think.
Yes. Yes. I came to bring justice. It's in my birth chart information, and I will not rest until justice has been brought. And I will
Damn.
not entertain any infiltrating bullshit of any kind in any way, shape, or fashion.
Huh. That's a good one. Wear contact lenses. I wonder if that would interfere with the fingerprints in your eye. Because
They
everyone's eye is
would
different too.
probably tell you, they would know you have them and tell you to take them out.
Well, what if you were like going to get on a train and you had them on and the camera tried to scan it and it was like, it wouldn't work.
It'd probably error, yeah. And then they'd take you aside and tell you to try again without your lenses in.
Well, when you're in, the cop was explaining, like, you could be walking in the terminal and there's cameras everywhere. That's another thing, right? I was watching these police videos the other day, right? And the lady's like, you can't record me. I have a right to privacy, right? And I'm like, what's wrong with these fucking people? You're crying that someone's got a phone recording you, but you don't go cry to the government that are putting cameras on every corner. Where's your privacy then? You know? Even though people say you're not in public, you don't have privacy. Well, I don't agree with the government just putting cameras up everywhere. No one asked me anything. No one voted this shit in our city or nothing. They just put them
why
up.
were you recording? You know, what were you recording and why were you recording?
Well, the guy, he's not a editor. It's James Freeman. He goes and he gets paperwork and gets camera footage. So you got to go to these city halls and do paperwork. So his lawyer told him to record all his transactions because they lie and be like, oh, he didn't put no papers in. So he records to make sure it shows that he's given them the paper and that he did the transaction. It's for his legal evidence.
Okay, so where'd this woman come from that she's crying and wetting herself because
She works for the city. Yeah, these people think
Oh,
it's a public building.
it was devastating to the case. I see.
Yeah.
He was he was recording facts, and she didn't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons of those videos where people
What should have been said
they
is, you
work for the
fucks are
city.
recording us at every twist and every turn in grocery stores and on the fucking street, but I can't record you right here, right now. Fuck you. Yes, I can.
That's
It's called
wild, right?
freedom, bitch.
No one raises a stink to the government, but they'll complain about you recording with your phone. That's wild, man.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. They have lost already. That's why they're floundering and trying to get everything under control, because they know that they're losing.
Let me see. Candy's worked. Yeah, prison sucks, man. You know, I've spoken.
I don't say that, do as I say, because I do it.
I learned a lot about myself, especially my 2 year. That's the most I've ever done was 2 years. I did that twice. As a youth, I did 2 years, and as an adult. But I've done skid bids, which is like 3 months, 120 days, 30 days, bunch of those. But even 2 years, you get used to it. So I can't imagine 10, 8, even 5, 20. Imagine 20. Oh my God.
And they don't even try to, what's the word? They don't even try to, like,
Rehabilitate?
they don't even try to rehabilitate you. They just put you in there with a bunch of gangbangers and teach you how to be a gangbanger and try to turn you into worse than what you were when you got there.
That's the plan. They want to keep the
I
doors
know,
open.
exactly. That's obvious. Painfully obvious.
All the other countries like Sweden and all in Europe, they rehabilitate. You know, they have programs. They teach you a trade. Not in America. They took all that out.
You need to know something. You and others like you that have been in and out of jail and prison. You need to know that it's a goddamn miracle that you did not come out worse than who you were when you went in. That is a miracle. So if you think you've never seen one, you created one every time you went in and came out still who you are.
Yeah, you could mind your business. I minded my business and I still ran into issues, you know, like, and you got to handle them. Like, what if people think, you know, there isn't people that rape and they're there and it could happen. What if 2 guys ran up in your cell and you had to stab them up. Now you got a little year bid. Now you could get life. I mean, this is the shit that happens in the system.
Yeah, they hope that you go in and criminalize some more so they can throw more time at you and have you as their slave longer. That's the plan. That's their goal.
They make a lot of money off of each fucking. I asked the CEO one day. I said, "Man, how much do they make for us a day?" I forgot the amount. And they're profiting because look what they feed you. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna see.
I've seen it on TikTok. They feed prisoners the same garbage that they feed kids in school.
Oh my god, it's
Same
terrible.
shit. They feed a kid's plate tray at school and a prisoner's plate in prison. Same bullshit. Because school is prison. What you gonna say? Axis unmuted himself. He's finally gonna speak.
Go ahead, Axis. Jump in anytime.
Oh, I'm just listening, man. I'm taking everything in.
Oh, well, you unmuted yourself, so I thought you were gonna jump in
I
and
had a
say
phone
something.
call.
When
I just had a phone call.
When I did my 2 years, I got caught. I was on probation for, I think I was 25 when it finally caught up to me because I was with this chick. Anyway, she told on me to get out of Sun. She said, that don't matter. But I got arrested. I said, fuck it, man. I'm gonna turn my life around at this point. So I spent 3 months getting all the cigarettes and Percocets and Coke and all that dumb shit out of my body. Then I started working out, eating, and I said, I'm getting me a job. Got me a job. I read a lot of books, and I just looked within myself, and I did a lot of positive in there. I turned a negative into a positive, but like we were talking, a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
You learn to appreciate when you're in that cell, man. You learn to appreciate little things, the freedom that you don't realize you have when you're in that cell, like your access to food, even hygiene, man. Sometimes you can't even take a shower, and just a lot of things you learn to appreciate, man. Imagine sitting in a cell. You got no books to read. This is like the first couple months you're there. You got no books. If you're in the cell and they don't let you out, you got no TV, no radio. So you're sitting in the cell with just you and the walls and your mind. And if you got no cell, you got no one to talk to.
Yeah.
Nothing to write down, nothing to read. You could lose your
Well, they
fucking
do
mind.
want you to think about what you've done. They just don't want to help you do that because they're stupid ass motherfuckers. If they were going to be making money, it should be because they're reforming you, not fucking just making you sit there and think about what you've done. Because a lot of people don't sit there and think about what they've done. They sit there and they fume that they got caught. They're mad because they got caught. And then they think of revenge instead of how to better themselves.
There's talented people in prison, man. Like when you give someone all that time to think, like making tattoo guns out of Walkmans, like the things I've seen, artists that could draw, people would make chess pieces out of toilet paper and floor wax. Like I've seen some of the most brilliant talents in there, and it's like, man, it's fucking insane.
Wow. I'd like to see some of them chess pieces. I play chess.
Toilet paper and floor wax. I was in shock. I mean, it looks like he literally carved. It looked like it was like carved wood.
Oh,
Like
there
the way
was
he
some
did it.
carving. Yeah, there was carving there somewhere. He had to do some carving to the wax.
They've lowered our vibration. We've lost concentration, and they're poisoning our body through the water, air, food, and medication.
Yeah. And yet we still manage to keep our vibration high. And a lot of people would say we don't because we get angry or blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. I call bullshit. We are still fighting for what is right. And we are still fighting against the evil. So our vibration is high. If it was low, we'd be just like the rest of the lemmings. But we're not. So that's another infiltration. Well, you got mad at me, so your vibration is low. Fuck you, asshole. I'm speaking justice right now. My vibration is high.
Jay Hyten said if they rehabilitate you, then they start making money because you won't be back. They start losing money. But back in the days, like
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
when
they
I
like
went
to
in the
repeat
unit
offenders. Yeah. Yeah.
in '94, when I went, things were different. And there was no cameras in prisons. Things were rougher. Like in the youth part, we fought all the time. It was more crazier than adult prisons, the youth. But
Yeah. Yeah.
there were
Because
programs
kids
back
don't know
then.
where they are yet.
They took the programs out, I think, in like '98. They stopped all this. Like, you used to be able to do college courses and rehabilitate in these
Yeah,
prisons,
there
but they
used to
took
school. There
all
used to be a
that out.
school in there. Yeah. They took that away, huh? Wow. I didn't know they took that away. The ability to go to school and learn while you're in there. That was at
I
least
mean,
something.
you can do it, but it's through mail, which is like way different. There used to be like you could do wood. They would teach you, especially in California. I heard they had a lot of like mechanic jobs and stuff like that to rehabilitate you to get you skills. They took all that out. There's no more. No prisons in the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
all gone.
That's
They
good
have
to
little
know.
programs, but nothing like they used to, Paul. It's made like we were talking to keep the doors revolving. It's a business. Like Jay Hyten said, if they rehabilitate you, who's going to come back and keep them getting money, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, just like hospitals or pharmacies or doctors that don't know any better. Yeah. If you're healed and better, then they lose money. So they treat the symptoms instead of the problem. They've sold their souls for $1, and it's just disgusting.
Man, sometimes I could talk about a lot of things, but there's a lot of stuff I don't talk about
Yeah.
because people are judgmental and
Yeah.
if not, I'm not bragging, but if a lot of people walked in my shoes, they would have been killed themselves. To go, everyone's been through a lot, but
Yeah. And some
life
do
can
kill
be fucked
themselves,
up. Life
sadly.
can be fucked up, man. Like yesterday, I had these thoughts in my mind, like, 'cause I live next door to where me and my mom lived for about 7 years, and I always get memories when I'm walking down the street, like flashbacks, and it's wild. Like I always think in my mind, where did my grandfather, my mother, my uncle go, and all my friends that died? I say, man, I hope they're in a good place, man. I hope they're not just dead to existence and they're just nothing now. I was like, they don't deserve
Reincarnation
that.
exists. They've been born again into another body unless they have accomplished all the tests that we have to pass here in this school hell realm. If they passed certain tests, then yeah, you still have to come back until you've passed all of them, until you've become as perfect as you can become in this realm. And then you get to finally pass on to another realm where you have new tests to learn.
I got to make a phone call. I'll try and be back.
Okay.
All right, Alexis. Thank you, man, for coming up.
Absolutely. You guys have a great, great day.
You too.
You too. I was speaking the other day on dreams, and I said, man, I had stated, I was like, man, I haven't dreamed about my mother or my grandfather in years. since they passed away. And then I said, nah, that ain't true, because I always, like I said, I always wonder, you know, where's my mother and all this. And it was like 6 months ago, I had a dream, and it was wild. I was somewhere. I don't even know where it was, man. The buildings look like Connecticut and stuff, but I was in some apartment building on the first floor, the left side, and it was the craziest dream. It was my mother and my mother's boyfriend, Pete, and they were living together. But I didn't have a room in this apartment, and they were talking to me. They're like, "Yeah, man, we're doing good. Everything's fine." When I woke up in the morning, I was like, "What the fuck?" It was crazy, like, because I always question in my
Yeah.
mind. It was kind of like they were telling me everything's all right, you know.
Yeah, it's exactly what they were telling you. Everything's good, everything's fine. Because that's exactly what they said. That's exactly what they meant. It's like when this Lauren chick was coming at me, probably going on a year back now. She was trying to tell me I needed to forgive my mother because she couldn't pass on. And so it was my fault that she was still suffering because I wouldn't forgive her. I had already forgave her. Bitch didn't forgive her damn self, but she wouldn't let up on me. And I told her I don't need to forgive her. I didn't do anything wrong. She did it, and she needs to learn from her mistakes. So she needs to sit in whatever shit she's sitting in, if what you're saying is true, until such time as she finally decides to move her head from her ass. And then I had a dream 6 months later where my mom was thin and beautiful and happy and smiling again. And she let me know that she had finally crossed over to the next phase. Hey, G.
And I started to question, is this my mind? Like, is these memories? But then I was thinking, like, I've never been to this building. I've never seen it. And even we went out in the back of the building, and my mom's boyfriend, well, he's like a father to me, even had a different car. So if it was my memory in my mind, I know he had a red red Chevy Blazer. He was driving a black car. Like, everything in this dream was brand new. You know, my mother didn't look that old either. She looked in her 50s. She died when she was 43, my age. So, and it's
I have
been
another
22 years since I came up.
another theory I want to share with you. I'm not sure, let's say it this way. I'm not sure that when we die here, that we are literally born again as a baby and have to start over. I have a new thought that we pass from realm to realm. And so what you just said about her age goes along with my new theory that she just left this realm and went to another realm at the age that she was at and continued on there.
That's interesting, Paul, you say that, because when I got in my car crash, I would look at these pictures and wonder how I'm still alive. Like, I should have been crushed. I wish
You
my friends
probably
could have
did
the
die,
pictures
but
in the car.
you ended up in
I think
our
I
realm,
died.
and we
I
got
think I
blessed to
went to
meet
another
you.
realm. Because
Yes.
everything was off. People were off.
I died from my heart attack. I know I did. And I ended up in this realm with you guys.
People,
If I
man.
hadn't died from my heart
People think
attack,
I'm
I'd have never met
crazy.
you guys.
People that had said stuff to me before the accident, when I
And it
would mention
accounts
it
for the
after the
Mandela
fact,
effects.
they said, we never said that. You know, some of my friends are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. This accounts for the Mandela effect. That's why.
That's crazy. Imagine that. We die and fucking go to another realm.
Yeah.
What's up, Smoking and G Sharp? If you got time, come up.
Heck
That
yeah,
was a
come
good
on.
conversation.
Hey,
What's
Charles,
up,
I just
Cruz?
want to say, what's up? I came back, bro. I'm in the car ride to my destination, so I figured I'd hop back on for a minute.
Oh, I'm so glad you came back.
Yeah, I got a far ass drive, man. You know, shit, I got to drive like 30, 40 minutes, an hour away from where I live to get this work but I figured I'd hop back on while I'm driving. Y'all talking about like us being slaves and stuff like that. That's real interesting because I talk about that on my channel. Like you don't have to go to prison to be state property. As long as you have an SSN or a birth certificate, you belong to a corporation. So, and I was talking to a guy one day. He said he worked at his job. Right? He said he worked at his job for 20 years, for like 100 hours a week. He did time at his job. He didn't even know it. What's the point? I'd rather be. I say this all the time. I'd rather be able to see the chains on me physically than have chains on me mentally. It's like a logic.
Right.
So I'd rather be able to see the
I was
chains.
just about to say that. Yeah. The worst prison is the one you could build within yourself, man. That's the worst prison. Is the mind.
So he was at his job for 20 years. He did time at a job. He did time at a job, man. You could be enslaved to money, material, anything, man. You know, you can be enslaved to porn. You can be enslaved to food. Anything. You know, that's what this matrix is built off of. You know, am I right? You be enslaved to all this shit.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, but like I did time too, Charles, bro. I did the longest I did was about a year. I did a year in the county jail, man. And I seen some of the most inhumane shit while I was locked up, man. I made a promise to myself, like, man, I can't come back here, man. 'Cause you get treated worse because, like you said, you just a sin number. They don't even call you by your name anymore, and you just a fucking barcode. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is nothing but a mental prison, man. This matrix, it ain't nothing but a fucking mental prison, man. You know, you do time at a job, you do time anywhere. You could be in a relationship with somebody and be doing time and not want to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they say when you get married? Why do you think they say when you get married you lie down with a ball and a chain? They're saying that you're a slave. The ring ain't nothing but a damn shackle.
Yeah.
I have
Shackle to another person.
And what's 24 minus 7? 17 years it's been.
He mentions ball and chain, and it occurs to me to bring up the blockchain, crypto, tales from the crypto crap that they're pushing now hard from every angle. Well, there's this kind and there's that kind. You all have to go through blockchain. It don't matter which one it is. If you have to go through blockchain, the block is the ball, but it's a square, and then the chain. So you're still in chains.
Yeah, this is a slave matrix. But they told you in the book of Genesis, they created night. They made. I ain't gonna say create. They can't create shit. Night and day. What most people do during the day, they work. What most people do at night, they sleep. This is a slave matrix. Everything here is built on slavery. It's just like Charles said.
Yeah.
That's slavery mentally.
We were put here to work the garden,
You know,
like slaves on a plantation. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Most NPCs, they worship God government. The government, they goddamn God. And that's crazy. You can get locked up on the street for smoking weed.
There is no separation of church and state is my newest revelation. And if you are worshiping a God above your own self, then you are worshiping government. You are absolutely correct.
Right, yes. The church and the state work in tandem. They ain't synchronicity
In
with each other.
tandem,
That's why
and they do it tax-free too, sneaky bastards. Yep.
That's why they call them Dutch. That's why these laws that we subjugated to a Dutch master Roman color codes, Roman Christian codes. That's what these laws are. And that creates slavery.
Yes.
Can you guys see what this says? No, probably not. There's probably a thing in the way. Corruption. It says blind to corruption and domestic terrorism. That's why she's blindfolded. The best thing going about this statue is her nice turkey boobs.
They blindfolded justice. And they think they're slick, and they're not. Because I came in justice, and I came to bring justice, and I am not blindfolded, and I will never be blindfolded.
This Metatronic overlay, this Matrix Oasis, whatever you want to call it, is designed to break you spiritually, mentally, physically.
Yes.
It's a war for. It's a battle. This is a battlefield for the soul. That's all it is.
Yes.
Some people lose. Some people lose their souls. I ain't saying necessarily, hypothetically, but you know, some people lose while they here. This is a battleground, man. You know, you got to know who you're at war with. So if you can't be at war with yourself because you don't want you your own worst enemy, that's true. But then you have an exterior enemy too. So we fight different battles on different fronts.
I just had a new revelation just now on Chuck's channel. Here we go. You know how, oh God, you said his name earlier. I don't know if he showed up in chat, Chuck. The one that preaches the different realms here on Earth, on flat Earth. What's his name again?
Bro Sanchez?
No. Shit. Younger-ish, skinny guy with an accent. He's cute. Shit. His channel, I can't remember his channel name.
I said him earlier.
Yeah, you said his name earlier. And he shows these maps with these different circles all over the map, and he's like, these are all the different other realms outside of the ice wall.
Jay Dreamers.
Who?
Jay Dreamers?
No. Damn it, why can't I remember his name? We ended up butting heads when I took on all the assholes. It broke my heart. Because I love him. I can't remember. Anyway, Andy's a man of color.
Was it Phil? No, it wasn't Phil.
No. Come on. Anyway, what he preaches, what he teaches.
KJV.
No. Anyway, when I said that when you die here, you may not be born again as a baby, you just go to another realm. I bet those other realms that he's teaching about is you can't go there from here. That's why they don't let you leave this realm, because you have to die here first to go to one of those, and you have to earn it. Damn it, what was his name?
I'm trying to think too. Now you got me stuck. I'm trying to think who you butted heads with.
It's his main. It's his main.
Anyone
thing
in the
that he
chat
teaches.
Peace out.
Oh, come on.
No one in the chat.
I'm trying to focus here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I only watch a few channels. Like as far as I know, I watch Jay Dreamers, Bro Sanchez. Damn, who else teaches about other realms? Is it that Carson dude? I don't watch him. He talks about other realms too.
No.
Billy Carson. Fuck. I said him. I'm trying to think. I mentioned them
when
earlier.
When you remember, we're going to feel stupid. Damn it. Didn't he show up in my chat earlier? I wish chat wouldn't disappear.
Renegade?
No.
Renegade 1 came.
KGB London?
Nope.
London came.
London Man.
Base Plant.
London Man. London Man. London Man. So when you die here, if you passed all your tests, then you move on to one of those other realms, whichever one is next. I think he doesn't call himself London Man anymore. I think he changed his name, but I know him as London Man.
King James or KJV London Man.
Did he change it to that? If he did change, if London Man changed his name to that, then yes, then the other man, Truth Zone, was right, and that's who I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah, he changed it to KJV, which is King
Okay,
James
then
Version.
yes, then he is correct. I'm sorry I said you were wrong. I don't have his new channel name memorized. I'm sorry. My bad. But yeah, London Man, he's always preaching those other realms. But you can't leave this realm until you've earned it. They're not keeping us here. We're keeping us here by not learning from our mistakes. So when you dreamt about your mom, she was like reaching out to you from one of those other realms that we can't get to yet because we haven't earned it. But we're on the right path. So yeah, that just occurred to me that I just connected a couple more dots there, that when you leave this realm and go to another one, and then my brain kept pondering it as a Sigma female, I can't not ponder. It occurred to me that that's what all those other realms are. Those are the next places we're going to go eventually as we earn the right to go there through the evolution of us, of our souls. Somebody needs to tell London Man that for me.
You ever see anything like this, Paul? Look at these pictures.
No, I've never seen these pictures. Huh. What
Get
are
that
they
thing
like
on.
from? Does anybody know? Like,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because even this lady here, look what she did with her hair. That's beautiful.
huh. Well, they say your hair is an antenna. They turn it into an antenna. Okay,
Your
why am
hair
I
is an
asking
antenna.
you?
Man, hey y'all, I swear when I'm out and about cleaning windows, man, people be riding by, honking their horns at me, waving at me. Everybody talks to me. I'm thinking to myself, damn, everybody friendly.
Huh. Why am I
Why am
echoing
I
now?
echoing now?
Does somebody have YouTube open?
But hey, it's been real, y'all. Charles, thanks for having me up, bro. You gonna go live tomorrow, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to go live.
He's echoing
Hey
too.
man, we got you got to come to my channel, man. I gotta get a panel with me and you, man. You can set something up.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down.
Not
You
busy
down?
later. Yeah,
Later.
Yeah, hit my line, man. We can set something up. You can come over there, man. We just do open panel, man. Me and you.
All right.
All right. Be easy, man. I'm out.
All right. Peace.
Take care.
Peace out, y'all.
I hope the echo's gone now. Okay, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
think
was
that's good.
hoping.
It's on his headphones. That's why it does that.
Yeah. We were doing so well with no echoing, and then it just started out of nowhere. But
Look at
yeah,
this
I'm gonna be
picture.
going to bed soon.
This picture right here is funny. It says, in the background are approximately 16 miles apart. Where is the curvature, right? Please explain. Which makes perfect. Then some ding dong comes into the bottom and says, with the circumference of 24,000. Come on, man, all that noise for nothing.
Yeah, damn motorcycle.
24,901 miles, you are looking at a curvature of around 2 degrees, or a little more than 10 feet at 16 miles. May I say that curvature is still significantly higher than your IQ. There is no, and it's ding dongs like that. That's all they can do is call people names and say they're dumb. That's all they got. It's theories and ignorance.
Yep.
Every globalist that I've ever heard try to battle with the curvature, 8 inches per mile square, and people like Eric Dubay even adds to the 8 inches per mile square. He goes, "I'll be nice and add,
and there's still no curvature. All the math they give us for their ball, none of it is true. It's all false. None of it adds up when you do the real math with their numbers.
Well, it's a realm. It's a realm. It's a flat realm. I mean, planet. Let's have a fun with words with planet. I don't know if I've ever pointed this out on your channel before.
With the
Plane.
net.
Yes, plane is flat. A plane is flat plane. It's a plane. It's a realm.
Bro, Sanchez said that 8 years ago. It stuck with me. He goes, we are in a planet. He goes, the plane with the net. And he goes, it's a net of
Yes.
stars. He said, when the wife
Yes.
gets the moon, right? The woman's the moon, and the stars are like her dress. She drags in that long dress. When the moon comes in, the stars drag behind her. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. That'll work for those who can understand it being put that way. Yeah. But yeah, we are on a plane, and truly, there is no reason to really argue over whether it's a plane or a ball, because that's just what the festering fucks want us to do, is argue with each other about it to cause
Yeah.
division. The only thing that matters is we need to get our heads out of our collective asses, be the best us we can be, so we can make it to another realm on this plane. It's like chess. You start out a pawn, you end up a king or a queen, and in between you end up the rook, the knight, and the rook, the knight, and damn it, what's the other one? Oh, and almost had it.
The king, the rook, the knight, the shit,
The
the rook,
cone
the
hole.
knight, the shit.
The cone
The
had one.
pawn, yeah, the
No,
pawn, the knight, the queen, the
you got
king, and one, two more, I think.
it. Has
The
been too
horse,
long.
the horse,
Huh?
the rook, right?
The
There's the
rook is
castle.
the rook is the castle, and then the knight is the horse, and then the one with the pointy hat is, damn it.
I can't think of it off the top.
I need to get back to playing chess. Son of a bitch. Look it up. You're on your laptop. Look up all the
I am.
chess pieces. I don't know
I
why I
am.
can't remember. Of course, they're stealing our
Me
friggin' memories as we speak. So that's not helping.
I got
Damn
it.
it. I'm gonna feel so
I got
stupid
it.
when you say it.
Alright. Chess keys. Ding, 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 ding. Come on, man. Shit's so slow.
Almost had it again. Damn it. King, queen, pawn, rook, knight.
Alright, here we go. We got, come on, man. What the fuck? You got the king, the queen, the rook, the knight, the pawn, and the bishop.
The bishop, right.
That's the bishop. I think the bishop's the horse, no?
No, the bishop is the
No.
one with the bishop's hat. The cone head is the bishop's hat. That's why I couldn't fucking understand why I couldn't remember bishop. And, each piece can only make its own moves. And right now, we don't know which piece we're playing. They want to treat us like we're pawns, but we're not. Some of us aren't pawns. The ones that are awake are not pawns. The ones that think they're woke are the pawns.
You know what's wild?
I believe that I am the queen. I can make every move except the knight move.
I'm the whole board.
Well,
No, I'm
yes,
joking.
technically, yes. If you can take control of the game, yes. But I've got every thought cornered before anybody even friggin' realizes it. That's what a Sigma female is. That's why I changed my screen name and my channel name to Sigma Female. Because I recently found out that's what I am. We listen intently on what people say, and we pick up on when we hear deception, and we call it out right then and right there. We do not let it take root. And that's me all motherfucking day. So I'm a Sigma female, and we are rare.
Yeah, I forgot what you said. I can't see for some reason. The title of this map is
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is it? So tiny. Let me see if I can pinch the screen. And broadband microwave radio relay systems.
yep. These are all the microwave relay systems
Connections.
in America.
Yeah, look at that mess. Wow. That's insane. It's really cluttered over here on my side, underneath Michigan. And I grew up in Michigan and ended up in Indiana. And it seems to be pretty fucking clusterfucked right there. Wow. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Don't leave it here. See if I can get a screenshot of my area here.
You could always screenshot it and then crop the picture in your photo app. All photo apps allow you to crop your picture to make it, to get rid of all the excess. That's what I do a lot. If I can't download a picture, I'll screenshot it and then crop the garbage out the way.
Yeah, I got it. I got my screenshots. You can move on to another picture if you like. Thank you.
This is what I was talking about. Now, I don't know if these are towers or if these are like where all these towers are. It's probably way more than this. But just imagine they turn all these on at one time, and it'll make like a spider web.
Yes.
Of
A net.
microwave.
Yeah.
Will be cooked.
Yeah.
Will be cooked. But
yes.
That's what I think, because the microwave technology, this Russian Navy officer said that they used to send these microwaves towards this city, and it made people very, very ill. And that's when they figured out that it was a weapon. Now, they were trying to use microwaves to send the signal through walls and to send it faster, and they realized they were sending it to the certain, I don't want to misquote it, but they figured out that it was making people ill, and that realized they have a weapon. So all this shit they're putting up, I don't think any of it has to do with 5G. I think they're saying it does, and they're putting up weapons.
Yes, I think you're probably right. Yeah.
They want to destroy our country. They don't want us to be free at all. They want us to be like every other dictatorship.
They want us to be a good little lemming, a good little slave, do what you're told, and be happy about it. Not going to happen. My mommy and my daddy are both dead, and I don't remember ever requesting a fucking replacement for either one of them.
Not even from the sky. No sky daddies either.
No sky daddy either, only higher self. everybody going around calling the president your fucking daddy, and if it's a woman, and then she would be your mommy, or no, fuck you. They're both dead and gone. I don't have to suffer their tyranny anymore. And I am not going to suffer under anybody's tyranny. I don't care what they say. I was born free and I will remain free. Period. End of story.
Imagine that, Paul. You got a father, right? Let's say you go see the president, and that piece of shit is sniffing your daughter's hair. You do nothing about it because he's the president.
You slap
I
the
don't care.
fuck out of him right then and there on camera so everyone knows.
Imagine how that child feels that her father
No.
didn't
And all
step
they
in.
ever do is some yank the children away, but they should have done more. They should have like kicked him in the dick.
Yeah, I forgot who said this, but they said that we give up. I think it was Axis who said we give up our most valuable resource, and that's our children, to the school system.
Yeah. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And all because homeschooling is too hard. But in the new world that we will create and are creating as we speak it, the children will learn from their parents, and their parents won't be dumbasses anymore. They will be well taught. It will actually come naturally to them eventually to just be smart, like I was born. And then eventually the children will be also born already smart and won't even need to be taught anything because it's all in your DNA. Your DNA is the Akashic records. It's all there. They just cut us off from the information with all their towers and shit. But in the new world, we're not going to have any of that. And we're going to grow and we're going to thrive and we're going to evolve, and eventually we're going to make it to some of those other realms that London Man teaches on. Just like your mommy did. And apparently my mom finally did too. Thank goodness, because Jesus fucking Christ. I haven't had a dream about my dad making it anywhere yet. I don't know why. I would definitely remember that dream, because I remember the dream I had where my mom came to me smiling, happy. Oh no, are you still here or am I in here all alone? Son of a bitch. Well, isn't this lovely? Let's see. Live chat. Peace to everyone I haven't seen in forever because I got tired of the garbage, the shit show. I needed a vacation. Hello to everyone. I miss you all. That's why I'm back. I will tolerate no more shit shows. I already have
Everyone needs
plans
a
to say
vacation.
to them, next time they stick their head in their ass, I'm going to pull it right the fuck out for them. They are in
I
process. I'm going to say it
took
now
a
real quick.
vacation too for a while. I took a vacation for about
Oh, yeah, I know.
damn,
I kept
over
checking
a
on
week.
you. I know. You took a vacation. But here's what
Everyone
I'm going
needs
to
it,
do.
man.
This is what I'm going to be telling people who come in and try to wreck the whole damn show with their bullshit. Is we damn know that they're trying to take us out. They're trying to kill us before we're ready to move on to the next realm because they want to keep us here. So, with that in mind, are you sure that you want to continue on with this bullshit argument that you're trying to start with somebody here, whoever they're trying to start it with? Are you sure this is how you want to spend your last moments, building up that negative karma on your own head? Are you sure you want to keep speaking the words coming out of your mouth right now? They're already in checkmate.
I like this one. Or would you rather be in the
Yes.
sky? Or how about here in the water? Or maybe here. I like this one.
Well, when you're free energy, and that's a pun intended, when you're no longer entrapped inside of the flesh, you will be free to do as you will, and you will be free energy. And it's just occurring to me, another new revelation that I'm tapping into now. Free energy. So when they are tapping into free energy for their greedy ass selves, but not giving it to us or charging us for what is actually free, I wonder if they're tapping into the energy that has freed itself from the human body. Is that what the free energy is?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at this.
Pretty profound.
Look at the center of this map. Remember how I always said I think there's a vortex at the center, like where the water, that's what makes the tides, you know, like a drain. The water trickles from above down, like the mountains, and then it's like a cycle, like a what are them things? A fountain. Look at the center. They got a whirlpool, like a drain.
No. No.
I just noticed that. I've never seen that because I could never zoom into these pictures. I finally found a good one. This is I think Hindu cosmology, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Hindu. And then I had this cosmology. I like this one too. And then I found this funny one. SpongeBob. I downloaded this one because this is what I think. We could be under the water. Yeah, I was gonna shut down anyway. It's been 3 hours and some change. I kind of like this one too. Even though the camera's tilted, it kind of looks like it's not level. But somebody said the ground should come up to eye level, right? And maybe it don't, because maybe there is an edge to this place. Who knows? But for now, my theory is it's an infinite realm. But anyway. Either way, I had a few pictures of these underground labyrinths and underground train systems, and this was something these people found on the side of a mountain, I think it was, or I don't remember, but you could see it's not in the middle of the woods because I see buildings back there. But yeah, this was some entrance that, and from the looks of it, that door looks like it's halfway underground, but it's not. And then somebody found this. It kind of looks like an abandoned train station, maybe, or something that transferred water. Either or. But does that say 98 right there on that tag, or 85? But either way, so many of these cave systems too, hey, don't look natural. But yeah, I love this picture, man. I had to find the word tyranny, and this is the coolest one I could find, and I had to crop all these. I was like, what can I do with this picture to completely disrespect this clown? And I said, oh, investing in tyranny. What a scumbag this guy is. Imagine climbing this tower. They pay every month, I forgot how much they pay the people to climb this and change the light. I think it's like 16 grand. or something like that. I would do it for that amount of money, and you're hooked onto the tower, so you ain't gonna fall. So what is there to be scared of? I mean, I'm scared of heights, but I'll just soak it up and deal with it. Like, who does a job like that? That could take you maybe 2-3 hours and make 16 grand? I'm in. Let's do it. But let me get out of here. Let me say peace to everyone. Mark, Smoking G Sharp, S.J. Heighton. Thanks to Truth Zone, Naga, Paula, Renegade One, Faceplant. Who else came up? Am I missing anyone? No, I'm not. Peace to Jay Heighton, Maggot, Candy, That Which Is, Danny Skylark, Max Vision, Fools and Tools, London. I won't let me go no further. Scott Severini. I'm trying to think who else came in. I think OTW. Am I forgetting anyone here? If I am, I ain't doing it on purpose. Mark. I think I said Mark Basket. But peace to everyone, man. I'm out like trout. Thanks for coming by. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, wherever the heck you are.